boy.
Hello, hello. Yeah, my fine magician friends, welcome. Aha. Rare hipster skill issue. We've established that the correct terminology, as per this game, is ability shortage.
Yeah. Your ability shortage to have your teeth touch ice.
Yeah. I wonder if I've got any gear that is currently like ability shortage. I think I can wield all my stuff properly.
Sexy boy.
No ability shortages for me.
Hello, I'm keeping.
Deposit. You can take all these shards that I don't need.
Sexy boy.
All these weapons I don't need. Holy arrows I don't need. That's good. Right, where did I get up to? I defeated Dirty Colossus last stream. I've done every second level boss.
To the end of the second boss now.
Yeah, so I need to kill an archdemon in order to progress Boletaria, and I've got my choice of archdemons. So I could just do them the way I've been doing these levels, which is like left to right.
Yeah.
But if there's an archdemon, I mean, Dragon God is probably the most frustrating, so I feel like I want to get that out of the way.
Okay.
I am in body form. Good. Ooh, it's not really going to help me much. I could equip the warding spell to give myself some extra defense, but honestly, like, Dragon God is going to be a one-hit kill, I think.
Sexy boy.
Thank you, as promised.
Teach me new magic. Oh, I could get Acid Cloud. Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Bring me.
No.
I am our.
Our human potential is great. What do I have? Demon's Prank. I want warding. That takes up 2 slots. I'm not going to need Fire Spray against Dragon God, so... I honestly don't think warding is actually going to help me that much anyway, but might as well try. Holy shit, Kingsfield 5 real. We don't mention that name, yeah.
This was the first one. The first time a game like this was ever made.
I don't even know what genre of game Kingsfield is. Like, I don't know whether it's like a...
It's just like a first-person RPG, I think.
Is it like first-person, like grid-based, like a lot of those other like D&D, like first-person games, or is it like I don't know. Someone more familiar with Kingsfield can figure that one out. So yeah, let's go face our first Archdemon, Dragon God. I wasn't good enough to beat Vanguard at the beginning of the game, so this is the first time we're seeing this guy. But if you beat Vanguard, you get an extended cutscene where Dragon God punches you, and that's what traps you in the Nexus.
Oh yeah.
It's not a really very edifying reward for beating Vanguard early. Hero Ponriki. Kingsfield is also an RPG, but it's first-person dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Right.
So it kind of looks like a proto Elder Scrolls game when looking at the gameplay.
Huh, okay. I wonder if I can go and grab the Dragonbone Smasher, because I think we're in pure white world tendency. Yeah, I can. Right.
Withdraw that shit.
There we go. Dragonbone Smasher. I almost certainly can't use it yet.
Oh no.
Now I think it's really confusing that you want to like sneak out like now. Did we get away with that? I think we may have done. Yeah, so if you stay in his sight lines for too long, he punches. And I think we can... Is he gonna punch? He's not. It's really confusing because it looks like you want to wait for his head to go over to the other side of the arena. But I don't think you actually do. I'm gonna get punched.
Still?
No, I got punched. It's grass. Right. Sprint. No, he got me. Got greedy.
Yeah.
Sexy boy.
Gwynmar of Alice, doesn't he have pigeon vision? Wouldn't that mean he's a prey species? Yeah, so like animals that have eyes on the side of their heads are usually like prey, right? Because they need 360-degree vision
I'm
to
pretty
see
sure
things coming from every side.
It
Dragon-
looks like he should, but he doesn't. Like his nose is where is his view cone.
Yeah, exactly. Like wherever his like weird little chin spike is pointing, I think
That's
is
where he's looking. Right. He
yeah.
ought to be looking. Yeah. Perpendicular to that.
Oh, I think I angered him. No, I didn't. So actually, I think I can kind of cheese these out a little bit. You can-
It's crumbling. It's making a noise.
Yeah. It takes a long time to do it this way. Well, I don't have all day.
Yeah. If you wait for him to his eyes to go yellow as well, to go from like rage mode back into surge mode.
Yeah. It's just I'm having a little bit of difficulty lining up my shots. Could get the
Monocular out.
yeah. Do I have the monocular? I do have it in my. There we go. Brass telescope. Right.
There we go.
Hehe. It's crumbling.
Maybe flamethrower would have been helpful since it's so low magic use.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's looking to the over there, and now he can go. Let's not get too greedy. It's been
Need my shield out.
fucking fist through the drywall in
Right.
his own house.
There we go.
What a loser.
Right. First section done. Oh, hi Jane. Gonna bop in and out to find the back
Hello,
foot of the
Owen.
stream. Owen. Hello, Owen. What's poppin'? I don't have a...
What do you think Dragon
oh, no.
God's
Battery.
Oh. What do you think Dragon God's life is like? Just sitting, just standing there all day.
I think
being
he has a
like,
pretty sweet life in this giant...
in this fucking cubicle.
yeah. Can he even escape? I mean, there's like... I don't
don't
think there's a
know.
way out of here.
No.
Not
One
not
must
for him,
assume he's
anyway.
doing kind of like, you know, what's the word?
Calisthenics?
Sort of ethereal, like god stuff in his mind. He's like controlling things
Oh.
from like in a cerebral way rather than.
So kind of like calisthenics.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, back to looking around my house again.
He's got to keep the place tidy. It's so
That's
difficult
bad,
to
yeah.
like line yourself up.
It looked like that hit it, but I didn't sound. Ooh. There
It
we
takes like a couple of hits. Rare hipster, have we considered just not breaking into people's homes?
Listen, he punched us in a different universe.
Yeah. Hmm.
Listen,
Do I have...
the great fog generated by the old one is breaking into everyone else's homes. So really, what's one break-in versus in weighed against thousands?
You know what you do to right a wrong? You do that same wrong,
But just one.
but to someone else.
Yeah, to someone who's big.
I'm gonna run out of magic.
Oh, you got spice.
I do.
To be honest, if they're all
Oh.
like within sight
Oh.
of
Of a
cover,
pillar.
this might be way less frustrating than what it would be as in anger mode.
Yeah. Now this bit's hard because I think there aren't that many bits of cover.
There we go.
Come
Magic.
on. Yeah, this is what it means to be a fine magician.
Honestly, fucking games now.
Frake.
Frake could just get off his arse and do this without even
He
Not
could,
even-
but he chooses not to. What does that tell you?
getting up off his seat. And yes, I am the fine magician. Says a lot
Right.
about the state of the Magic College. Is there a Magic College in Demon Souls world?
I don't know. I assume so.
Right, that's it. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get
we'll
that
one
crystal
later
lizard.
on the next try if you want.
Exactly.
Right, anyway, that's the fight.
Basically, yeah, that is Dragon God. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. We're casting magic to destroy the churros on the ground, I see. Look, if it works, it works. I could try. Have I got an ability shortage?
Or you want to style on him with
Yeah.
Hunk of Iron at the end there? Hunk of rock.
Even double-handed, I can't swing this thing properly. Yeah, I'm not going to use the Dragon Bone Smasher just because if I do die, it'll look very stupid. I'm not averse to such things, but not on stream.
I have never looked stupid on stream.
Go right, one slash of his chin. That was a load-bearing chin spike.
The demon almost destroyed. Unprecedented loss of life.
Indiscriminate loss of life.
Yeah, wow, that was a easy, like 10-minute slay.
Bassa.
Some basses in the chat.
Pure
Right.
Dragonstone.
3 more. Oh, we can now go to Volataria 3 as well.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that just yet.
Yeah, get a rest, wrap them all up.
Yeah, Bassa's in chat. I'm gonna quickly kill myself to celebrate my victory.
Who's next?
So next would be Old Monk.
If you just go by the order you've done.
Yeah, I might as well.
Mm.
Woo! Hi, Crestfallen Warrior.
He turns to look as well, like. Ooh.
Wouldn't you?
I thought he'd be kind of stoic about it, and just the Skavir doing the dab in that loading screen. Let's go over.
Grimoire of Alice, he doesn't drag on Dragoon. Yeah, that wasn't a drag on Dragon God. I should play Drakengard on stream. Even though that game is extremely grindy and like there's a lot of quite repetitive gameplay for a few sort of very interesting cutscenes.
Bring me more soul, Slayer of Demons.
Who was speaking there?
That was the last line of "You have regained lost soul."
Oh. You have regained lost soul.
The Strava's still sulking.
Yeah.
Father.
I think he's... Father! I refuse to believe this is what Father wished for our great land. I don't want to hear the spiel.
Enough, yeah.
Thou seekest then touch. Soul of the mind.
I think I will level
Soul of the lost withdrawn
my
from
magic.
its
Maybe?
vessel.
No, I should put some points
Let
into
strength be
vitality
granted
because
so the world might be mended.
maybe
So
endurance.
the world might be mended.
Yeah, endurance. I think because
Art thou done?
Avant is not going to be easy. I don't know whether we're going to get that far this
And we might
stream.
just take that level right out of here anyway, so.
Exactly.
Just
Don't
shocked by your appearance.
don't you fucking start, mate. There we go.
Nice stuff, eh? Come again.
Nice stuff,
then I'll
eh?
be awaiting.
Patches looks so like all of his facial features point down somehow. Fucking
That vein in the neck.
woof. He's completely chinless.
You know, he does have it, but in profile it looks like.
In profile,
maybe
there's
it's
no
pointed towards you.
a man with no chin. But then, like when you look from this angle, like from a front-on angle, he does have like a little shadow.
He
Whereas
like drew on a cleft, so it looks like there's a chin
Yeah.
on. Pop quiz: what does Dragon God taste like?
what does Dragon God taste like?
Bombay mix.
Yeah, no, yeah. That, instantly, that makes sense. Don't go mogging Patches. Mephistopheles, a character we're not going to encounter in this.
Blackwall tendency person, or
I forget exactly how you make her spawn. I think you let Yurt kill a bunch of people in the Nexus, and then she turns up in the
she's like
in the
head
Nexus
of
as
the
well.
Soul Society or whatever.
Yeah, she's like the head of the secret society that are like trying to eradicate anyone who knows about the soul arts. So they can hog them for themselves. Ellie, which is your favourite intoner in 3?
Drakengard.
Yeah, it's Drakengard 3. I kind of like 5, although she doesn't get a lot of screen time because she's like the first boss, so she kind of dies pretty quickly. I like 1 as well, the twins. That means nothing to anyone who hasn't played Drakengard 3 and also played it quite a lot to see all the different endings.
Here's where a player would have been summoned.
Yeah,
Just like
so
on the screen.
yeah, here's something they have tried a few times again in subsequent games. But yeah, like when you when the servers were online, when you see this cutscene, it summons a player who has put down a summon sign in Latria somewhere, and summons them here to this boss fight to be the boss. And any items and stuff they've got equipped, they just get to use against you. So if they have the Cling Ring, the boss just has more health. If they have the Adjudicator Shield, they regenerate health. If they've got Regenerator's Ring, they regenerate health.
The scraping spear.
If they have the Scraping Spear, they can just fuck you,
Yeah.
like, really badly, and just break all your gear. But obviously, since the servers aren't online anymore, now you just get to fight an NPC version, which is extremely easy. Although I say that, I made
Like
it.
Ilmonk abuses his power onto the person by just wrapping his like gown around the guy's head.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like,
He just
"Oh,
wraps
you
the
have
golden
my
cloth
power
around
now."
your head. But another like difficult part about this boss fight is just getting to it.
People, yeah, would die on the stairs.
Yeah, when I was playing on the PS5 version and back in the day as well, I got summoned into this boss fight a few times and didn't actually get to fight anyone as the boss because they would all die on the staircase. Oh, I should have brought the flame spell with me. Ah, well. Because these guys aren't too difficult. But there's a
Potatoes up here as
yeah,
well.
there's a red phantom. I think there's two. So there's your first one.
Did bring flame spray.
No, I didn't.
I mean, you don't have the danger of falling off the stairs at least, unlike the ones on the way to
Yeah, on the way to Man-Eaters. There's one more. Yeah, there he is.
I mean, the staircase is so long.
Oh,
my
fuck.
god, one spell will do you. Might want to get flame spray.
Yeah, need to go back to the Nexus.
The staircase is like seemingly so long just to give the game time to try and find a player to.
Yes,
room.
yeah, it's so long to give the game a chance to search for someone to matchmake with. I feel like just having a bunch of those bug enemies would have been sufficient. Having the red phantoms there, like, this is somehow like the worst environment to fight them in because they can shoot you with an extremely powerful spell, and they can paralyze you and do their grab thing. That's not so much a threat, but yeah, just like. Yeah, this is like the worst environment to fight them in because you can't like get around behind them.
Thank you.
Remember spell. Right, get rid of warding. I'm not going to need it. Fire spray. And I could put acid cloud. Corrodes equipped armor and weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot that's rubbish actually. Poison cloud might be better. Kind of flame toss, I suppose.
Bring me my patient.
I patiently await you. But yeah, this might be a stream where we just sweep all the archdemons, because here's the thing: I love all the archdemons. None of them are that difficult, and they're meant to be like the most powerful beings in Boletaria.
Doesn't Alan count as a archdemon?
Kinda.
He's difficult.
Yeah, he's really difficult, but he's the final. He's like the proper final boss of the game.
Yeah.
So he kind of should be. The archdemons are meant to be like the most powerful demons in each of their respective areas, and they're kind of not that hard. Like Dragon God isn't as hard as Flame Lurker, because he's basically just an environmental hazard. Old Monk, if you aren't online, is not as hard as Man-Eaters. Isn't as hard as any other bosses really. Spoilers, but like Storm King is quite hard, but only because he's just got a lot of like other enemies in the arena with him, but he's not as hard as Old Hero, and then Maiden Astraea herself is not that hard. In fact, she kills herself. But Garl Vinland is a tough
Bit
boy.
Toughy, yeah.
But we'll get to that. But yeah, I like the fact that the archdemons, instead of being like really difficult boss fights, oh yeah, you can skip it. Instead of being really difficult, they go for being really memorable, and I think that's like ultimately why I like this game more than subsequent Souls games, because it's trying to give you like unique and novel experiences that you that like stick with you, rather than like, oh, it's just a boss that has like a 14 hit combo string that you have to dodge roll through. Like, I ultimately don't find that particularly interesting. Here we go. The old cheese strap. Took about half my magic to do that. God damn, he was tanky. Yeah, the Red Phantoms are just like, they've got way too much health and they do way too much damage. I don't really know why they appear. This is one of the only levels where Red Phantoms spawn without being in Black World Tendency. Noob nerd. Are those scorpions? These monsters are like, I think, experiments that the old monk has been running on trying to turn mortals into demons. They all have the same face. And I think they have the same face as the Man-Eaters as well. Can I get my monocular out and have a look? Don't know if I've kicked them into the wrong... Yeah, we probably can't see their faces anymore. There we go, we might be able to get a... No, maybe not. Well, whatever. They always try and grab you after doing that paralysis spell.
Yeah.
A battle between wizards. It was in the chat a few seconds ago, but yeah, the little furious walk they do towards you. I'm very angry at you. Come back here. Right. Now the boss should be no problem. I say should be. He can be pretty tough because he casts homing soul mass at you. Can I get a lizard?
Good.
Chunk of Moonlight Stone, not what we really wanted.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Green claws.
He's now bleeding.
Orbs deployed.
Leave me alone. Yeah, as he gets lower health, he summons more orbs, but seems they all track to the same location.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. That's Old Monk.
Archdemon.
Woohoo! Let's break some chairs.
There we go, another boss. 15 minutes past. Boss every 15 minutes. Let's go.
A boss every 15 minutes is definitely not a pace that I can keep for the whole stream.
Storm King next.
Second Umbasa?
Yeah.
Yes, Storm King. Storm King's a little harder. I might die once or twice to him just because he can be a bit tricky. Look at the amount of souls I got for that.
Thou seek then soul of the mind.
I
key to
think-
life's ether. Soul of the lost.
I want more
withdrawn
stamina
from
so
its
that I can
vessel.
run and swing at Alant for longer, but I also want more health so I can survive his attacks. Let's get some unknown hero souls. How many did I need to level up?
Soul of the
I need
mind,
8,
key to
18.
I shall await thine return. I
That's gotta be enough. Oh, we're not not speaking anymore.
soul of the mind, key to
sick of
life's
you.
ether.
What did I level? I leveled Vitality
Vitality
last.
last time, just once. To
Right.
18 to 19.
Let strength be granted, so the
Guess
world might
a lot
be
more
mended.
health.
So the world might be mended.
Yeah, kind of
Art thou done?
just want more health so I can survive longer. Right, now time to fling myself off the top. Now that I've got the Dragon Bone Smasher, actually,
You can show it to
yeah, you
someone.
can. There's a guy in Stonefang who says he wants to see it because it's like a legendary sword, and he's like been questing for it basically, and you can just show it to him, and he's really happy and gives you, I think, a pure hardstone maybe in exchange for it. There's another guy who wants to see a sword, whereas if you show it to him, he's not as happy to see it. In fact, he tries to take it from you. And if you give it to him, he's also like, right, time to test it out. I didn't have that many souls up there. I don't really care to go and fetch them. The thing I do like about Storm King is it ties in with the theme of Shrine of Storms, the idea of like legends being brought to
Yeah.
life. I like that the Storm Ruler sword is like a sword that is said to split the heavens, and it only has that power in the boss arena.
Yeah.
Anyone who's played, was it Dark Souls 3? They did
Yeah.
Storm Ruler again.
Storm Ruler came back to defeat Yorm, the giant. The unique selling point in that, though, was not just the return of Storm Ruler, but also that the Sigmara of that game joined the boss fight. Like, not
Right.
being summoned, but literally walked into the boss arena after you with a little cutscene.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 has it, and Elden Ring has it as well.
I think
I'm
they- I forgot
somewhat
it for
sad
Elden
that
Ring
they
accounts.
like keep bringing. Like, I think there are some things that it's cute that they've revisited in the series, like Patches and Yurt, although he's Lautrec from Dark Souls onwards. I think that's kind of fun, albeit a bit cliche.
There was another guy with a curved sword in Dark Souls 3, but he was very different to how Lautrec turned out. He
Right.
was like a Blade of the Dark Moon, essentially. But anyway.
Yeah, but things like just bringing back Storm Ruler and just doing that again, I don't know, feels slightly different about. Yeah, Storm King is actually pretty far away at the moment, and just the Storm Beasts are going to be shooting at me. I think that's to give you a chance to run over here and grab the sword you need.
We'll be after these lizard later, right? If you want to be
Oh, if you want a pure... Yeah, pure... I think they can give you pure Dark Moonstone.
yeah.
I don't think I'm that bothered about farming for a pure Dark Moonstone.
+5 sword.
I don't know whether it'll be the limiting factor in me beating Alant, is all. If you hide under here... Where is it under here? I can't remember. Somewhere in this building is safe from the Storm Beasts, so you can switch to... Storm. Ouch. Okay, well it's not here. Yes.
I mean, here's the thing about the argument about, well, the Dark Souls games are about repeating so it's in the... It stinks to me if we made the game bad on purpose,
Yeah, it's very
Like, it's
much
very
like, oh, the
easy to
theme is
say.
about repeating in cycles. It's like, that's a very convenient reason to basically just recycle all your content and not have to come up with new ideas. Like, I think it's an interesting theme and idea, but it is also, just happens to also conveniently line up with what would excuse the developers from having to actually, like, come up with a new story to tell.
Also, it was... I know Dark Souls 2, the aim of Dark Souls 3 was they were looking to basically gain their rep back after Dark Souls 2 had such a negative reputation by the general public. But Dark Souls 2 was a game that better did the sort of repetition vibe of the sequels to Dark Souls. So I was hoping Dark Souls 3 would do something else, but it didn't. It just did Dark Souls 2 again, but in a way that was more Bloodborne-y, so people liked it more. Yeah, that's the only funny thing. Like Silk says, Dark Souls having a theme and cycles, but then Elden Ring repeats it all around that theme.
Yeah. I think, like, Elden Ring being about, like, oh, it's set in this ruined, fallen kingdom that was once a glorious place, but now it's all sort of fucked up. Annoyingly, that's kind of what most of the Souls games have been about.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that Bluepoint superficially thought was the good, like, point about the Souls games and tried to replicate in their remaster of this game. Why not?
Personally, I wouldn't say very. I'd say it's mechanically different, but not like...
It's still...
The heart is still the same as the Souls and Elden Ring and Demon Souls.
Yeah,
and
it's still the same core idea of, like, oh, you have a stamina meter and you have to, like time your attacks, and instead of dodge rolling through things, now it's all about, like, well, you've got to stand your ground and parry them, which is, like, kind of a minor difference.
And also the story is about a great feudal Japanese kingdom.
Yeah.
Or you know, sort of clan, I guess, that is now being attacked. It's more of an adversarial vibe to these ones than like the Souls games, which are more about the natural decay of places. Whereas Sekiro has more of a vibe of, now that the kingdom that you're in has become somewhat weak, the surrounding area is going, right, time to fucking invade on these fuckers.
Yeah, it is a story that is, like, you know, has happened a lot of times in like Japanese history, so I understand, like, that's why I think that story is that's why it's that story, because it's set in, like, a feudal Japanese like kingdom, and so it's like, well, that's kind of historically what happened, is that as soon as there was any weakness displayed by any person, the surrounding areas just moved in.
my favorite part of Sekiro was the biggest area, Ashina Castle. What has something that I think is somewhat new for the Souls series, in that the area changes at 3 different points of the game, and you have to go through it from different points. I think of the Souls games, it feels the most like something is actually happening right now, rather than something has happened. I think Demon Souls also feels like something is happening right now, but it's less. It's more you're the thing that's happening, whereas in Sekiro you feel like events are happening and you're trying to just like get the air out while those things are happening.
Yeah, I mean, like in Demon Souls, it feels like the
By the way, yeah, it's been 11 minutes since the last one, and another boss beaten.
another boss beaten.
You're 4 minutes ahead of time.
Demon Souls feels like you are in the middle of the crisis of like the colorless fog and the demons descending on Boletaria. It doesn't feel like it's the end of the world yet, in that you get a sense that there's a world outside Boletaria that hasn't been sort of beset by demons just yet.
What I like about Ashina Castle and Sekiro, especially in the final phase, like the second phase is like, oh, it's been invaded by this sort of like clandestine force led by one of the bad guys, and then the final phase is it's been invaded by the big bads from outside, and it does feel like the fucking end of days for the king. Like everything is fucked up, and it does feel like the end of the world is happening right now, and I'm here to see it, you know. So it feels like you are in the middle of a cataclysm rather than it already happened, and I'm here to clean up afterwards.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, this game feels like you're in the middle of the crisis, but it does also feel like it's the sort of last gasp of Boletaria. Like, if you fail or no hero were to arise to face the demons, that this thing would eventually just spread to claim the whole world. I guess, like, when you go back in time in Dark Souls,
Oh, new music.
Oh yeah, now that I have three archdemons.
Just because the seal on the Nexus is weakening.
Yes, I
At this
believe
point,
so.
I assume Saint Urbain soon will start to hear the voice. It's
only
when
once the
that you hear
thing's
the voice of
opened.
the old one.
We can go and ask everyone what they think about what's going on, though.
Oh, is that you again? Do you have further gifts to offer?
What do you mean?
After the dark arts spread across the land, holy miracles were witnessed once again. The will of God is
One sec,
clear.
I'll get the picture.
We must defeat the demons, annul the curse of Boletaria, and purge the evil magicians who manipulate those accursed souls.
Whoa, what's about evil magicians? I'm something of a fine magician myself.
Yes, I see. I certainly cannot force you to do anything, but you must remember this. A demon soul is a source of evil power.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking tight. I love it. 60,000 souls for defeating Storm King. So yeah, the reason why I'm clearing these bosses so rapidly is because they're not hard, as you've seen. Like, Astraea might be a little harder, but not Astraea herself. But I think you are supposed to, like, kill them quite easily. And it's meant to make you feel like you're accumulating a lot of, like, demonic power yourself. You're becoming, one of the demons. But also, like I said, it's because they're more angled around being memorable than they are being difficult. And unpopular opinion, I think that's absolutely the right decision. I don't like the perverse focus on difficulty for difficulty's sake that later Souls games have geared themselves towards. Oh, here's my cup. My gameplay might also start suffering as I drink more. I'm already hiccuping. Endurance. More magic for more damage, or more intelligence for more magic. I think I'll go for health for now.
Out of Mean that
Now, I want to get
I'm keeping a
take item, and I want my kite shield back, I think.
Sometimes I stop and wonder how I ended up in the Nexus in the first place. Why didn't I protect my wife and daughter, even if it meant being slain by the demons? Please forgive me. I am over it now.
You're over the death of your wife and child. Wow, man.
You have a...
Basil, I think it being a spectacle whilst being hard is great. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a point at which those two goals are sort of orthogonal to one another, in that it's difficult, like, something being a spectacle, like, it being challenging and difficult can contribute to the kind of spectacle feel of it, but at the same time, if it's too difficult, players are going to rapidly sort of get tired of the spectacle, because it's not going to seem like a spectacle anymore, because they're going to experience it again and again and again. I think there's a lot of bosses in this game which are memorable precisely because you do them once and you don't have to see the same cutscenes over and over and over again and hear the same lines over and over and over again, and they stick in your memory more for being repeated less. Whereas I think if a boss, you end up fighting it over and over again, you can end up getting just sort of tired of it and exhausted with it, and it stops having the impact it should. So I think, like, yeah, ideally, no, like, I think King Allant is a good example. He's difficult, but he also feels like the culmination of everything of the game. Like, he tests a lot of the skills you've been developing throughout the whole game. So he's difficult and something of a spectacle. And he also has memorable stuff that is still unique within the Souls games, in that he has a grab which de-levels you, which I don't think there's any way to decrease your level across any of the other Souls games.
Nah, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Once you've locked in the level, you can't usually. I was going to say, as powerful as some of the bosses in Elden Ring are, I don't think any of them has made as deep an impression on me as Miklash has in Bloodborne, who's maybe the weakest boss in all of Bloodborne.
Yeah, he's the weakest boss, and he runs away. He does something that every other boss doesn't do, and I think that makes him memorable. And yeah, he's the one boss that I can actually remember out of Bloodborne. I think of the others, like Vicar Amelia is like just a big monster that you fight. The brain thing, Amygdala, that you fight in the Nightmare Frontier is just a big monster. Gascoigne is quite memorable.
I think DLC bosses are more memorable. Memorable to you especially. Ulfen of Kos is your most hated boss of all time.
I hate Ulfen of Kos, although I think I've told the story a few times. I beat him because my PlayStation 4 overheated or memory leaked or something, and his AI just crapped out, and he stood there and let me wail on him for like 2 minutes. I still have the video saved on my PS4. I'll put it on YouTube at some point or something. I was so glad. I was just like, thank fuck, I hate this boss. This is just annoying to me now. I don't care who he is, what he's got to do with the wider lore. I just want him dead so that I can feel like I've accomplished this DLC and I can never come back to it.
Though, all the ones in DLC, minus the guy who is just a cleric beast but with lava, are somewhat memorable. Like, I remember fucking Ludwig being a memorable boss for a guy who seems to be on the surface just a monster like every other boss in the game, just like a complete shambles character, to having like a face turn moment in the middle of the boss where he's like, I'm still all together, baby, you know.
Yeah, I'm not just insane.
I've had the signature sword from the series with me this whole time, and I can just, like a switch, become a noble guy like again. And I thought that was kind of cool. I thought Maria as well was a corpse is best left alone. Leaves a really good impression at the start of the fight, and I think is cool for being this sort of like self-harming power character, you know, like in that she like her story, she gains power through like something that seems to be hurting herself, in that she is like trying to cure this area by making herself weaker. But the guy, the other one, the alien guys, they're also not that memorable.
Yeah.
The guys that just bring down meteors from the sky, they're whatever. Like the game already had it. Like the first time the game had aliens in the Forgotten Woods, that was great. Every other time aliens appeared in Bloodborne, I was like, it's not as good as when they first appeared.
So the boss fight we're about to, I think it is one of the most striking boss fights in the entire game, and it's for a couple of reasons that I'll get into maybe after, maybe during, depends. But things to note, I think, are the music is incredible. The way you actually fight this boss is incredible, and the way it sort of concludes, it all just works really well. I'm gonna, just in case, equip, if we have any. I don't think I have any Widow's Lotus. That's 6. That'll do.
Garvin puts you into the death pit.
Well, it's more that if I get to the end and I'm low on health, I might want to heal myself. I don't intend to go into the Plague Swamp too much.
Hello, Beach. As much as this is my favourite Souls, I will never remember Dirty Colossus. It's a hilariously breezy prelude to what follows. Yeah, Dirty Colossus is such a joke. It's like,
yeah,
to me, it feels completely indistinct from Leechmonger already.
Yeah, Leechmonger and Dirty Colossus, I think, design-wise, they're just sort of like a big sort of shadowy creature that you can't see properly. I mean, I defeat Leechmonger in an extremely cheesy way, and I just throw fireballs at him from above, because I always go for this like sort of spell sword build. And Dirty Colossus is the same. I just throw fireballs at him from afar. I don't think they're not like much more rewarding to fight in melee. In fact, they're probably more frustrating to fight in that way.
Yeah.
I think the bosses of this area are extremely weak up until Astraea, which is like the peak of the entire game in terms of boss fights.
One of
I
the
think.
peaks of the whole series.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think they've ever recaptured something as good as this. And it's annoying that Bluepoint fucked up the music. The whole vibe of this, like, after this stream, go and check out the Bluepoint remaster version of this track
on YouTube. Don't buy the game.
on YouTube. Don't buy the game. Don't buy a PS5 for the game either. Even though I did exactly that because I am a rube.
You bought a PS5.
I bought a PS5 for
Dogma 2.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, what follows is, I think, one of the most memorable songs in the entire series as well.
Go forth, Galvinland. May you be unharmed. Leave us, Slayer of Demons. This is a sanctuary
Me
for
at the Maiden
lost
Astray
and
concert.
erased.
Waving my
There
clothes
is
to it.
nothing here for you to pillage or plunder. Please, leave quietly.
can do.
Fuck this guy in particular.
Fuck all of them. I'm just doing this to piss her off.
Yeah, this is what I think of your offense. Jeez.
Oof. Damn.
Showed you.
Maybe I shouldn't have pissed him off so much. Like, even through my shield, that did, like, nearly half my health. Oh. So, the thing I really love about this is that Garl Vinland is so honorable, he will not come past, like,
Does not
these...
advance.
Yeah, he stands steadfast here. He watches you fucking heal right in front of him, and he doesn't move. Oh, I need to back up. This is how I win, Garl. Oh, I need to get my timing better with that. Alright.
I fucking
Calm
hate
down.
this. Why don't you just go away? Nice. Half bang, that still works.
Oh, okay, back up. Back up.
No,
No, he got me.
First death, that.
Yeah,
I
first
mean,
death.
minusing ones where you've just killed yourself to go back to soul form.
Killed just for being British. Justified. Yeah, I would spam him down with spells, but he's also happens to be wearing the most magic resistant armor in the game, I think. So you can kill him in an extremely dishonorable way, but not that dishonorable.
Oh no, you did dodge Dragon God one time. Shit.
Did what now?
The
Oh,
first
no,
death
yeah, I
allegation
did.
is incorrect.
Misinformation.
Yeah. Fake news on this stream.
Oh shit, am I fat rolling? Oh, of course I am, because I've still got Storm Ruler equipped.
You know I got that thing
Right.
on me. Carrying the Dragon Bone Smasher still as well.
Well, I'm carrying it, that's
Yeah, I know, but what if you want to pick up a bunch of rocks?
Well, I simply will not. We're slowly pushing him down the stairs.
Okay, so why he had dialogue. I thought Galvillain only talks if you get Estrella. Or she like tried to talk you off when you fight him as well.
I don't think he does. I think if you kill Estrella before him, he says, "My dearest Estrella, I've failed you." Oh shit! Right, back up. Have a grass. He can heal, I think. Ugh.
There it is. There's one line of dialogue in there.
Now. Yeah, shit.
Ah, fuck.
Right, well, it's fine, because I can equip the... Oh, I'm wearing the Ring of Poison Resistance. Why the fuck am I doing that? I can put the
Might be
Herculean...
left over from that
Ring of
stream.
Herculean Strength.
Nice.
Oh, I still... Oh, yeah, you have to
Just
pick them up one at a time now. There we go.
Nice.
Right, now get the Widow's Lotus equipped.
Babies.
caught the plague.
You killed him, didn't you?
Yeah?
Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
The demon was destroyed.
The demon was destroyed. Excellent use of the passive voice there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that boss fight because Maiden Estrella does the one thing that bosses do not usually do, which is she kills herself. You can run up to her and just slash her and she dies in one hit, but I love that if you walk up to her and talk to her, she's just like, well, what am I going to do against you? Like, I can't resist you. Here you go, have it. And she makes you feel so bad about it. She's like, you can hear the fucking venom in her voice. Peach just checked, and he did have dialogue. I was always a little bewildered by, you abandoned us long ago, what right do you have? Maybe I didn't get it, because I...
Suggests you're from the same land as Australia.
Suggests you're from the same land. Maybe it's if you're with the church. If you've learned miracles, he's like, you've turned your back on us. Because yeah, Saint Urbain seems to speak only ill of Estrella, even though she seems to have come here to do something quite pleasant, which is try and heal the poison. But again, it's
on the power of a demon to do it. So
yeah,
I guess that's like blaspheming.
Exactly, and as we said in the last stream, it's not clear why the Valley of Defilement is like this. Is it like this because they were faithful to the church, and Estrella is kind of making penance for that, in that they threw everything they had behind a religion that only wanted to exploit them? Or have they turned to religion in desperation because the rest of the world has abandoned them? Like, it's not clear why the Valley of Defilement is like this.
So defiled.
Yeah, it's so defiled. I really like that. I think there's a lot of different reads on this, and why Estrella is here, what she's doing. Even just like the fact that there was like, the blood looks kind of like it's creeping up her dress, as though she's like trying to absorb the poison, but it could just as easily be flowing from her. Like it's not clear whether she's just bleeding from taking on the poison, or whether she's actually maybe even exacerbating the problem without intending to. There's so much like cool stuff, and maybe we need a Vati video to come along and tell us what to think. But
I'll be okay.
Maybe we can just be satisfied with the ambiguity.
Or you should be satisfied with the emotion of it rather than the
exactly.
actual fact of it.
I think that works. So if you can bypass Galvinland and go and kill Estrella first, and he just gives up and dies.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. Right, now put his heavy as shit armor in Stockpile Thomas's stockpile.
A lot of heavy as shit stuff, unless you intend to show the...
I don't get into the show off. We've seen it. It's what Galvinland was dressed in.
No, I mean show off the Dragonbone Smasher to the guy in Stone Thing.
Yeah. I probably don't need that much Old Spice as well. I don't need Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I don't need that much Old Spice because I'm not smelly.
Yeah, I smell great. Just had a shower.
Black turpentine, sticky white stuff. Got plenty of that, thanks. This all weighs nothing, so that's fine. Okay, I must have duplicated all those because I can't deposit anymore.
Oh no.
Weighs 20. Damn. Now, I think we are going to need arrows. Because I intend to kill the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you forgot.
A nice break after the stream just to do a bit of a chatting segment while you just go...
Yeah. Do a bit of yapping while... I can actually deposit that because I don't need 2 fragrant rings. I don't need 2 rings of gash resistance. Don't
One's
don't
plenty,
go
thank
there.
you.
Don't go there.
One on each hand.
What bow is best for? Which of these can I do the most damage with? 18 and 10. I don't think I have the stats to use either of them. Look at that. Physical attack 45 minus 15. Why is that taking such a massive... Maybe I have the stats for this.
We are in.
Oh, hang on. It'll be if I double hand it. Maybe I can use this. Oh no, I can just use it as is. Can I use the other one?
Nope.
Because here's the thing. I think one of them actually does have
We are.
slightly worse range. You don't have the skills to use this in battle. Yeah, even if I double hand it. What about... Probably... Definitely I can't use the white bow, right? 30 and 24. Yeah, there's no way. But I'll try anyway. Yeah. Well, I'll have to use the one that I can actually equip. Crescent Falchion. Whoops. Sorry about that.
Shows how much you care about Thomas.
Don't care about his stockpile. Now, what kind of arrows am I going to want to use?
We are in.
Let's be real as well. I can actually just drop these rocks. Like a giant pile of glowing items. It's Richie plays Dark Souls again. Where do I buy arrows?
No end.
Does Patches have better arrows? I'm not convinced that he does. Heavy arrows. White arrows. Gnarled wood arrows. Legendary arrows. Used with the white bow, its attack power is extremely high. Yeah, you need to use the white bow. Oh. Jesus, I can buy that many?
That's not cheap.
Yeah, why not? I'm not over encumbered. Cool. I'm not gonna need them just yet, though. Oh, I should have just item duped them. What am I doing? I need to die. Stockpile Thomas watching you throw away all those stockpileable items when he's right there. Well, they're not stockpileable because I've already got more than you're allowed to have of those stones. Through a game glitch that I know nothing about. Sorry, I can't explain why I have 1023 chunks of Dark Moonstone. Silk, no ambiguity, only lore. You can't put an emotional feeling on the wiki. Yeah, I mean, I do sort of I think I have a lot of fond memories of this game because not many people, I think, were playing it when I was playing it, and I remember it being at a time where the only way to get information about the game was the message system on the floor. These days, when you play a Souls game, you can, within a few days of it coming out, you can look online, you can look on Reddit, and there are people discussing it, and you can kind of like crack a lot of the mechanics of the game because people want to understand the systems in a game, because naturally they do. But for this game, it took a long time. I remember there are like build calculators you can use for like Dark Souls. I don't remember any of those existing when I was playing this. There weren't any like Demon Souls like build calculators.
Like actual tools that you can use to.
Yeah, because I think people hadn't like data mined the game to work out what the stat scaling was. Treble 6, more Demon Souls, hell yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
We're nearly at the end.
Yeah, we just got Boletaria 3 and 4 to get through, I guess.
Yes. I've got, Boletaria 4 and 5. Oh yeah, 3 and 4.
3 and 4, isn't it? It's,
3 takes us up to Penetrator.
And then 4 is basically up
to
Alant.
Alant. And yeah, then we're done. So the rest of the game is going to be spent in Boletaria.
False King Alan.
False King Alan. We can go and rescue
Iria.
Oh, I need the hat.
Oh, you still have one more fat official to get rid of. Is this the area where you're just chasing a fat official? What? Yeah.
Yeah, you're chasing a fat official the whole time.
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. He's unfucking believable.
Bye, bitch.
I love the way they run off. So, here's another thing I don't like about the Blue Point remaster. Bitching mode initiated. The fat officials look quite grotesque and creepy. I always thought they looked like a corrupting influence. You know, the reason, it's not particularly like sensitive, but like the reason they are called the fat officials is the idea that they're sort of like,
They've grown fat off of
off of exploiting the people of Boletaria. They're greedy, decadent. It's not great to associate like body type with with moral failing, but it's what they're going for, and it's how they kind of work with it. You get the feeling that the fat officials are part of the the cause of the crisis Boletaria is in. Alant thirsted for more. He wanted his kingdom to become more, and he wanted to short circuit. He wanted a shortcut to more power, and the fat officials are sort of part of that. In the remake, they are like really, really gross. They're like covered in boils and like weird. They're like they're sort of almost like mutating out of their clothes. They look like victims of the colourless fog, not part of its cause. Yeah, and I think that's just a much weaker design for them. They just look gross for the sake of looking gross.
There we go.
And I think a lot of enemies in the remaster got that treatment. Like, they look evil in this. And yeah, like, their skin is sort of messed up, or like that could be a mask. But yeah, in the remake, they look like it's definitely not a mask, because like you see it,
you see their skin,
the face like move and emote a lot more. You bastard! Don't throw that at me.
Very few human characters in this game have as much attention paid to their facial expressions. It's no mistake that they look so grotesquely happy here. boggles the mind how Blue Point looked at that and went, no.
Yeah, no, that is exactly right. They have this kind of like rictus grin almost, this kind of like really unnerving, toothy smile.
Like euphoric about the current state
Yeah,
of
they
affairs.
look like they're having a great time. In the remaster, they look like they're in pain. They're frowning at you. They're sort of like they've got this really like uncomfortable looking face, and it's just I don't understand how anybody on the team at Blue Point looked at that and was like, I know better than the original designers. These guys are meant to look unhappy, not like sort of perversely pleased with what's going on. I'm getting myself angry just thinking about it. I think the Blue Point remaster of this game is what finally sort of radicalized me against Blue Point. Unpopular opinion, I was even sort of like, I quite liked their Shadow of the Colossus remake. I thought it goes for a very different graphical style, but I think in a lot of places it captured a similar kind of vibes. I was like a big defender of it, even though I think a lot of people were like, it just looks worse. It looks like a tech demo version of what the game looks like, not actually. Yeah, it doesn't look like. It looks like someone who's learning to use Unreal Engine. They would put this together as a sort of like a kind of portfolio piece. But I was like, well, I don't, it's different, but I think it still looks good. I think the gameplay is still there. I think the Colossus designs are still, pretty faithful. I don't think it has the same hazy, dreamlike feel in the same places, but I was a big defender of it. And then the Demon's Souls remaster, or remake, fully just, like, turned me off. And I was like, no, actually, this sucks. How could they have looked at so many of these things and thought, we know better? I think the real point at which I snapped was when I was, I can't remember whether it was in a YouTube video or in an interview I was reading, but like one of the like chief designers at Blue Point was saying like, well, our goal with the remake is a lot of people really like this game, so we have to remake it the way they think they're remembering it, not how it actually is, because their memories are of a game that looks a particular way. But if we just remade the game the way it actually looks, they'd be disappointed. So we have to make it look sexier than it actually was in order to live up to their expectations, which I just think is like almost insulting. It's like saying, the fans don't really know what they like about this game. They think it's better than it is, but it actually wasn't that good, so we have to make it look the way they remember it, which is wrong, because their memories are unreliable. And it's just like, no, I liked this game because it looked the way it looked. I'm not like remembering it wrong. I'm not crazy.
Sorry, just on the comments about how the fat officials taste.
The fat officials taste.
Surian have an idea of flavour, but I get the strong sense that texturally they're like those boba pearls that's filled with juice that pop inside your mouth when you bite them. Silk, I think they're kind of sickly sweet like burnt treacle. I'm with Silk on that one. I think like caramel left in the pan too long.
Yeah. So we there's a bunch of bosses we didn't discuss the flavour of. What do we think Old Monk tastes like? Werther's Originals.
Like Old Monk in the chair,
yeah.
Okay.
Or the guy. The corpse in the chair, I think he tastes like
jerky, like a pepper army.
No, I think he tastes like when you buy like dried vanilla and you actually get like the seed pods that you're then expected to like chop up and
like
grind yourself. I think he
yeah.
tastes like those if you just put one of those in your mouth.
Okay, yeah.
The thing he summons, Werther's Originals.
I think we've done Werther's Originals for another one.
Yeah, maybe. What does Storm King taste like? I think he tastes like I was gonna say like some kind of sashimi, just raw fish. Ow.
What about Stone King tastes like quail.
Quail.
I've never had quail, so I can't even verify. And probably won't at this point since I'm vegan now.
Yeah, you're
but,
vegan now. No quail for you.
No quail for you this time. No quail eggs for you this time.
I want to buy you a pint of nut brown ale. It's like an extremely niche reference. If anyone knows what I'm referencing there, I will actually buy you a pint of nut brown ale.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
I've had Tesco meal deal salads that remind me of the old one.
Dregling's back, by the way.
Yeah. Dregling, he's one of the guys of all time. He has nothing that I want.
He's come up in the world, he's got night swords.
Yeah, knight shield as well.
Whoa.
Wooden bolts, coat of plate.
The king, he's gone mad like the rest of them. But perhaps he was mad in the first place. I can never tell with those eccentric royal oafs. Hard
Very
times,
true.
eh? I'm sure you'll turn things around.
I'm sure you'll be alright. Great sword. My brain is so cooked. I can't read or hear the words great sword without thinking of the Wii bowling edit where it's like nice car.
Aha.
This is everyone's fault but my own.
Look what you've done to me.
I'm pretty sure there's an assassin around here. I love that this whole area, this little outdoor picnic they've got set up.
Yeah. What if it rains? Like, this is like the mess, but could they put a gazebo up?
Oh, ouch.
A fine magician fight.
Yeah, a wizard battle.
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile. Woohoo!
Shouldn't have been so jolly in your walk.
I am the king of the wizards.
Will you give me a hat?
He may do, actually. Ah, the Iron Ring of Keys. I think the only one that gives you the hat is the last
It's
one.
the guy
And there
with
is
the
one
Jason.
more. Maybe, actually. I should go and check my stockpile, Thomas. See if he's got it.
It's a later rule in like Souls games, especially with mimics. The symbol of avarice is usually dropped by one of the mimics. Like has a chance to drop from every mimic, but when you beat the last one in the game, it's a sure thing. That's how we do it to make sure that one of the mimics drops it and just one. If I was these guys, I'd take off my hat and throw it like I'll jump.
I love that soundbite. I sometimes like say that to myself when I like stub my toe or something. Woo! Now, yeah, that just leads me down to where the gate is locked. Oh.
Oh, the Bloodborne villages are great for quotes. This town's finished.
This town's finished.
Go away.
You plague-ridden rat.
Oh, oh God. You know, that kind of vibe.
average interaction on the streets of Britain. You plague-ridden rat! This turn's finished. Oh, fuck. I'm finished. No, I'm not. I'm alive. Ow.
Yeah, then one. Away! Away!
I just completely, like, walked into one of the traps there and survived because I put so many points into vitality.
Yeah, finally paying off that extra armor card.
Upgrading my sword to level 4 is also paying dividends here, in that I'm able to kill Red Eye Knights in, like, a couple swings. Ow. Actually, have I still got the Ring of Herculean Strength on? I think I want Regenerator's Ring on at the moment, because I don't have... Actually, what am I doing? God. I was like,
Shield.
yeah, I want the Regenerator's Ring because I don't have a Judicator Shield. What do I have a Judicator Shield? Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Now I'll be regenerating health real fast.
Oh, slip back real nice.
Yeah. Ooh, do I go this way? Yeah, why not? I don't do that much parrying. Actually, don't think I did want to come this way. So yeah, upcoming is the fight that determines whether we get a pure clear stone this run.
Let's go. I mean, don't really need it, but...
I don't need it because I'm not going for a quality build, but it's
Yeah.
nice to have.
Right, asshole.
Help! Help! So, oh lord.
Listen, I'm trying to
Oh.
press the lever, but you're yapping at me.
I want to grab
Thank
Official's cap. So once again, he's like, help! There's very basic enemies here.
I mean,
Well, okay, 2 Red Eye Knights.
yeah.
Wait, what do we have here? Stone of Ephemeral Eyes.
Father.
Father! Father!
New grass
I
type. Let's go.
can't remember where Ostrava goes to
You
hide around this
fucking-
corner, but I think if you speak to him,
He starts.
he
patrolling,
starts
so you wanna
he starts
clear this
walking
area
about. Yeah,
first.
so you want to clear this area, or just not speak to him yet.
Yeah. You're gonna
So-
go get Yuria.
Yes, I will go and rescue Yuria, but I can also go and rescue
Dior.
Bior of the Twin Fangs.
Bior is like essentially Proto-Siegmeyer.
Yes, yeah. Let's go rescue Yuria first. Which appears... Maybe I need the keys from elsewhere. Oh, maybe I need to go rescue Bior first. Gastrav, Ostrava drinking a Chick-fil-A milkshake in the Boletaria parking lot. You already know I'm obsessed with it. Help!
Help me!
Help me! Very good. Very good. Iron Ring of Keys.
What those twin fangs do.
What those twin fangs do, though. Ow. Yeah, Bloody Iron Key, that's the one we want. But for now, we can open this.
Oh.
Hello, Bior.
Thank you. Thanks for subscribing, Thomas. I did the
Yes.
brief.
Why can't I talk to him? Oh, there we go.
Who goes there?
Halfway through eating like a fucking sandwich.
Killed that vile insect and saved me. I am called Bior, the elder of the Twin Fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a handsome reward. Only I have none.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bior's great.
I shall sleep a while.
So yeah. Bior is like the kind of proto Siegmeyer, I think. But he's not as kind of like feckless as Siegmeyer. He's just a great
He's more
guy.
dutiful, I think.
I shall sleep a while. I think there's something at the... Oh, I think Tower Knight's shield is at the end of that. I don't particularly want it or need it. And I know there was an item in that jail cell. I don't think I need that either. If you want to know what that is, fucking get this game on an emulator or something. Play it yourself.
If you don't like it,
If you don't like this stream, I don't know,
Buy a fucking PS3.
go play it yourself. I mean, yeah, I would also recommend that, but buy a PS3 because
you can play this.
I know the fucking jokes are the PS3 has no
Don't
games, the
fucking
PS4
start.
has no games, the PS5
You're
has
drunk
no
enough now, but
games.
you're turning on the chat with no provocation. Like, don't fucking start, alright?
Don't you fucking
I've had
start.
it up to here.
I know what you're like with your the PlayStation has no games. You've got no games, mate. Use the bloody iron key. Thomas, no Sam Merle is complaining about the joke instead of playing the PS5. I've
Listen,
been playing PS5.
You were playing
all
a
day.
PS4 game on the PS5 this self-same
Ah,
day.
yeah, exactly. I was playing one of the many PlayStation 4 games that are compatible with the PlayStation 5. Exactly today, I'll have you know. I was playing Gungrave Gore, a game that honestly could have been released on the PlayStation 2. Now, I will need to equip my fat official cap. So that as I approach up here, the fat officials recognize me as one of their own and lower the drawbridge.
Yeah.
Ring of the Accursed,
You
we'll
ever
have a look
heard
at that.
the
Ring of
phrase,
Magical Nature.
Real recognize real. Well, a snake
A snake.
can smell its own.
A snake can smell its own. Not this one.
Well, you are something of a snake. Backstabbing him like that.
So yeah, these fat officials have captured and presumably are torturing Yuria up here.
What do you want with me? Have you brutes no mercy? Do as you wish. There are no secrets here. Only a tired,
They see a friend and
emaciated
immediately
friend.
start laughing. They're so whimsical. Yeah, they do like the...
Yeah.
Looks like they'll let anyone in here, sort of. Laughing.
Yeah, no, I bet, okay. There are like two jokes which fucking always get me. One is whenever anyone like meets you somewhere or like enters a room, like cheering and going, "Oh, it looks like they'll let anyone in here."
I already know the second one.
Yeah, the second one is anytime anybody drops something, if someone shouts, "Ah, just put that down anywhere." That
Classic bit.
fucking always gets me. So yeah,
Big-
you have to
big
take
knee
the hat
slapper
off.
one.
She thinks you're one of the fat officials just because you're wearing a hat.
Heavens, you came to save me. Thank you. No, I'm fine. With a little rest, I can soon walk. You go on ahead. I do
Put the
wish to
hat
be
back
dead
on. Put it back on. She's like, oh fuck, it's you
I
again.
wonder what she says if you do. I mean, I think I've tried that.
Do as you wish. There are no secrets here.
She just thinks you're one of them
It's
again.
like, oh god.
My god.
You again.
They must have really fucking done a number on her. She's like, she just sees the hat and she's like, oh no, fuck off.
Fucking fuck off, okay?
Just leave me alone. So I got the Ring of the Accursed, become enemies' top attack priority, and the Ring of Avarice, obtain more souls when slaying enemies. 2 rings, which honestly, if you've got to this point in the game, why do you need to be the enemy's top attack priority? It's not like you can. It's not like summoning is that common. I think they were expecting summoning to be a bit more common in the game. You don't really do it that much, and Ring of Avarice is like makes farming a little faster, I guess. Peach. They didn't teach object permanence in which school?
Gasha says actual baby NPCs. Just like the hat comes off. Oh, you're nice. Hat back on. Oh,
oh
it's you
no!
again.
Get away from me. Yeah, Yuria goes back to the Nexus, where you can trade like Archdemon souls for unique spells from her, and like not just Archdemon, like boss souls to her for like unique spells. I don't think any of hers are particularly that good. The one good one is Firestorm, which I think you get from Dragon God's soul, maybe. I could go and find out, but I would rather we try and take on Penetrator, honestly, because I'd like to get him out of the way. Let's go and obtain our pure clear stone from Ostrava. Oh, he's moved! What are you doing over here?
You saved my life. This is the 3rd time I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have.
For a refill.
But please accept it. Now, I must go. My father the king awaits me just over there.
Father, my father the king. Pure clear stone. Woo. So clear stone is what lies at the end of the quality upgrade, or is what is needed for the quality upgrade tree, which it increases strength and dex scaling equally. I think quality is like one of the better upgrade routes, but only if you're putting points into strength and dex.
The one I do generally in Souls games like to do a quality build, at least on the first run, because it allows you to basically try every weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Apart from ones that are like faithful and based.
Yeah. I mean, in Demon Souls, I always go with this kind of build, this like strength, like just int build with the Crescent Falchion. I think I've just gotten so used to the Crescent Falchion's movement set that I think I would struggle with other builds at this point. Whoops. So up there where I went earlier is where the colorless demon demon spawns if you're in pure black world tendency. This is how a fine magician fights. Fools.
Becoming Sephiroth.
Yeah?
Did Sephiroth do this? Just burned up guy, burned up jailer.
Ow. Ow. Goddamn. I don't know whose fucking wise idea it was to have, like penetrating damage through him to the next guy. I don't know whose wise idea it was to have clicking the stick in be like center the camera behind you, but
Yeah,
like
they never change that.
yeah, and it's never been a useful like thing for the button to do. It only exists to screw you when you're trying to lock onto someone.
this sort of like stair approach to like a boss where there's like lots of enemies that are just like come at you one at a time. Guess what? It's another thing they did again in a like Souls game, Dark Souls 3. Did the
You're
same
kidding
thing.
me.
Yeah.
FromSoft recycling boss concept ideas.
Dum, 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 dum.
Finding a primeval demon for the first time was a highlight of my last playthrough. Incredible design. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that they're so fucking weird that the first time you encounter one, it's a legitimate response is, what the fuck even am I looking at? Like, what is this? And these guys actually are pretty tough, because they're moveset. That went very well.
Power of the Crescent Falchion now.
But yeah, power of Crescent Falchion +4.
Dingy Road +1.
But yeah, I was lucky that I kited only 2 of them, because if you have all 3 of them charging at you at the same time, it can actually be pretty tough. He's flying!
Fucking sword so strong it makes enemies float off the ground. Nice sails, thank you for following.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, because we've rescued Bior, maybe he'll turn up to help us out at some point.
Now here's the thing about when I praised Dark Souls 3 for having Siegward join you in that fight. It's essentially just a combination of Storm King and this. You know, it's just like,
yeah.
if you combine 2 things, it's basically a new thing.
I do like that you've been chasing this fat official the whole time, and that just as when you think you're about to finally get your revenge on him,
Some help by the honor of the good knights.
The good knights. I've seen a lot of bad knights so far, so...
oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm still alive. Holy shit. I don't know how I did that. Oh, he's doing it to him too.
No. It's just getting fucking destroyed again. Crescent Falchion, D-Tron. You don't pull out the bow for one shot and be like, ah, get it.
He's got a crossbow. He's fucking bloodborning it. He's got a sword in one hand and a crossbow in the other.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, a mighty blow.
They don't call him one of the twin fangs for nothing.
The animation when he throws you is so good. Yes,
Yeah.
it's especially good if he throws you through one of these statues, because yeah, these are like destructible. I think he tries to do it. He like picks you up on his sword and tries to throw you through one of these statues. I don't know whether it does extra damage, but it looks fucking sick as fuck.
Penetrate, by the way, tastes like rock candy.
Rock candy, yeah. One demon down! I fucking love Bios so much.
Fine work back there. Then again, how could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight? Now you go on ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
It's been like 10 minutes. Straight to sleep. I wish I could be like Bior. Just sit down.
I am like that with my sleeping meds.
Yeah. Took some meds before this boss fight.
So yeah, Penetrator is, I think, quite a hard boss fight, but I think I've only ever fought him legit like once, and that was on my first playthrough.
It's one of those things that's like legit in quotes. I think it's legit
yeah.
to complete Bior's. Like,
That's the thing.
story,
I've internalized that like
get
you know, this
good
kind of like get
attitude.
good attitude of like, oh, well, you've only really beaten him if you fight him like one-on-one with no weapons and no armor equipped at soul level 1, and you know, you don't use any healing items for the whole
Like,
playthrough.
Something I think is like, as much as I hate about Elden Ring, something I think is utterly disgusting about is that the one boss fight I thought was actually cool and somewhat new was
Yeah.
Radahn when doing the Radahn festival and summoning lots of guys, and that the fucking Elden Ring community rejects that and goes, no, it's actually the true way to fight Radahn is to forget all that.
Yeah, forget
and just
the
fight him
entire
one-on-one.
like, yeah, the way that like you can have all your guys like join you and it's this big festival of war. No, actually, the correct way is you just fight him one-on-one, and you shouldn't use a broken straight sword. Oh shit! I used the wrong. I'm seeing if I've got enough souls to level up it one more time. How many souls was it to level up? 22.
I am
Nearly there. I think we just pop one more. A storied soldier.
That's plenty.
Yeah. Then, what do I want to put the point into, though? That's the question.
Why the hell not?
Yeah. Get more magical. I mean, I want all the damage I can do to Alant. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
Okay. I've got nothing to review.
Audrey, yeah, it sucks never getting penetrated. Well, luckily for me, I did.
Yeah.
And lived to tell the tale.
Exactly.
You've got nothing to review. What have you been playing recently?
I played
Deadlock, and you've been playing Dark Souls
I
2.
played Dark Souls 2 today.
I'll get on the mic, start
I've
yapping.
got nothing to yap about. I already played it before, so.
I don't know, yap about the difference.
We watched Battle Royale last night. That was fun.
Battle Royale, yeah, talk about that.
I've seen it before as well, though. Sorry, everyone, I've got nothing. We are going to watch Battle Royale 2. We watched Battle Royale 1 because Merle said yesterday, I'm in the mood to watch Battle Royale 1. Merle said that he was in the mood to watch Battle Royale 2, but wanted to watch Battle Royale 1 before doing that, so we're probably going to watch Battle Royale 2 maybe tomorrow. I haven't seen 2 before. I've seen 1 before. We watched it today. Yesterday even. But I've never seen the sequel. As the credits started rolling on 1, the first thing Merle said was, the second one is worse, but I want to watch that. Yeah, I'm the guy on the left, the dog holding the Pepsi. One is I obviously have no opinions on 2 yet, but 1 is just a delight. I was like, this time watching, I was just like, so many of the shot compositions are just so like lush to look at and to behold. I'm just talking about Battle Royale now. I'm talking about how as soon as the credits rolled on the first one, the first thing you said was the second one is worse, but we should watch it.
Yes, the second one is strictly worse, but I think I'm going to be more sympathetic to what it's trying to do on rewatch. It's not entirely without merit. I think it, how do you follow like one of the greatest films ever made, in my opinion? I overheard you saying like a lot of the shot composition in that film, a lot of the editing, the cuts, the music are just like
Points when it cuts
So
to
perfect.
like, text as well.
Yeah, it cuts to text that shows characters like internal monologues or like things that are like resonant in their
It's
mind
like
at the time.
when a character makes a prayer to God, a like little prayer slips bit of text is almost appears
Yeah,
in the middle
it's
of the screen.
incredible. There's moments like the playing. Oh, I've forgotten the name of the music, but the music that plays when Mitsuko is getting killed
yeah.
is just like that is the fucking music to die to.
Yeah.
Like, especially as she keeps on getting up after being shot and is like screaming and raging against the. It's just so good. Like Chigusa running like in her memory, and then it like cuts to present day, and she like suddenly like grabs the collar at her neck, like the expression on her face, just it's so good. Like it's so well like directed and so well edited. It is like watching a live action anime. I think I said this while we were watching. I think that like Battle Royale was also a sort of very like very interesting and appealing sort of theme to me when I was a kid, because I was bullied quite a lot at school, and the theme of like, what if all your classmates you couldn't actually trust them, and if you were put on an island with them and it was kill or be killed, they would all try and kill you. I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. And the idea that like a lot of them would kill each other, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, I watched that film way younger than I should have done, and liked it a lot.
Yeah, I dig just a you can't trust adults vibe.
Yeah, no, I like that as well. That one of the things, one of the themes of the film that I've grown to appreciate as I've gotten older is that the film is about how the older generation sort of deflect criticism from and anger from themselves by making people fight amongst one another.
The premise is like, oh, this law was instituted because children weren't respecting adults, and it's like, why should they respect you when
when this is what you make them do? Like, why would they ever respect or care about adulthood? All they would have for towards adults is animosity. Right, Penetrator Archstone.
Let's go. Time to have a chatting.
Oh no! Hang on. I need to go and get the. Let's try and kill the Black Phantoms first, then I'll go back to the. To
get the sword.
Yeah. It's not the sword that I need. It's the bow and arrow, so I can take out the dragon.
Oh right, yeah.
I want to, if I can. Dead dragon here.
Yeah, I like how they're just guarding it by standing on top of it. Being like,
Yeah.
What's up? This was all theirs.
I want to see if I can. Yeah, there we go. You don't want to fight all three of these guys at the same time because they are very difficult. They're not the smartest guys in the world.
This.
I mean, I say that, and I mean it. Okay.
Penetrator kind of sword.
I think he literally has the penetrating sword. Yeah. So you can get the penetrator sword. It's not quite as enormous as the demon penetrator, but I think these three Black Phantoms are meant to be the sort of like human equivalents that like the souls maybe of the demons that you've killed. Penetrator, that was that guy. I think Tower Knight is the one in the back with the shield, and there's also an archer who I think is meant to be Phalanx.
So yeah, I was gonna say in another thing that feels like Dark Souls 3 just stole, in that there's a point in the late stage of Lothric Castle where you fight like three phantoms, one of which is like a magic guy, one of which is like a Dexy guy, and one of which is a Strengthy guy. Which is less inspired than this sort of idea of like they're each of the bosses of Boletaria rather than just each of a thing you could be in the game.
Yeah, like different builds you can have. Go on. Go on. Shoot. You're only going to kill a man.
That's true, there's also 2 bosses, just 3 guys. It's one of the DLCs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They're like, what the fuck happened there? I was going to say, it looked like he teleported.
Fucking nothing personal, kid.
Yeah. I think it's the first DLC had the boss that was just like, there's a guy in Havel's gear, and there's 2 other guys, and you fight them in a little arena where they chase you around.
I want to pick up this item. Ouch.
Scraping spear detected.
Yeah.
Evil Beor.
Fuck.
I'm broke.
Yeah, I don't actually know what I can do about that right now. Actually, I know what I can try.
In response to the Joker, you'll become the Joker. Broke ass.
Oh shit.
It's fine, he'll die in a second anyway. Caught the plague.
Nice try. 0 shifted gas trap. Yeah. Okay, well that if that's the tower shield, did I pick up the scraping spear already?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember where you get it.
Maybe you have to make it using Phalanx's soul, but whatever. Equip Ed's grindstone. Think that was what it meant when it said weapon broke. Maybe it meant my shield, actually.
Thanks for following, Beach.
Oh yeah, thanks for following.
Boy.
Where's the durability? Ah, it's still good. Durability of some of these things has dropped a little bit, but we'll be alright for now. Right. Now I need to go back. I have the bow. I need to go and get the arrows. That's what I need to go and get. So there is. Is that the Archstone? That's the Archstone. There's another dragon to kill, and he's even worse than the first one.
Yeah, first
because
one
he has even more health.
took no time at all, but
This one's going to take a while because, 1, he's genuinely just quite hard to sort of get to, and 2, I don't quite know how to run past his flame attacks. I've got quite a lot of souls. Can I level up a couple more times? Where's the maiden?
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Hang on, 24. Storied hero souls.
Soul of the mind, key to
Oh,
life's
I'm
ether.
so close.
I shall await thine return, slayer of demons.
Slayer of demons.
I am
I love the way people pronounce things in
Thou
this
seest
game.
soul power, dost thou know?
I love the way Bior talks and like bursts
Yeah.
into these
Human
this
inside.
weird like forced laughter. The 3 guys boss fight in Dark Souls 2, really fantastic, very good test of the spacing management skills that much of the game teaches you in a really intricate arena.
I mean, it's been so long. Like, I replayed Dark Souls 2 a lot, but usually I just replay like the first 60% of the game. It's been so long since I've played the Sunken King DLC that I've only beaten that boss once, so I can't even comment. But I am replaying Scholar of First Sin, so...
Audrey got me wanting to play Demon Souls. Good, you should. It's objectively the best of the Souls games. But did I actually level up at all? I don't think I did. I want to put points into...
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Let's go for...
Let strength be granted
more
so the world
health?
might be mended. Out mend thine.
Yeah. Right. Deposit everything I do not need. I'm not going to need any more soldiers or Royal Lotus or Widow's Lotus. Don't need a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Don't need secret throwing daggers, which look utterly insane. Don't need any. Don't need a pure clear stone. Don't need the penetrating sword or the great sword, or the white bow, or the slave's shield, or the tower shield because they're really heavy. Don't need heavy bolts. Don't need official's cap. Now, I do want the heavy arrows. I can only carry that many. Probably more than I need.
You have a...
You have a heart of gold. Yes, I basically am.
I really do.
I really am great, aren't I?
Do come back alive.
Do come back alive. Repair equipment.
Duke.
I need your biscuits. I really like it, honestly. The arena is a fun environment and it's a different challenge from one-on-one with a big guy. Also, you get a cool skirt. Also, Domus, yes, I am extremely modest as well. I'm handsome, intelligent, modest, the whole package.
Guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
You know, sick, complimentary.
Yeah, sick, positive. Cannot carry, it would overburden you.
Would
Well,
overburden a guy like you. In my replay of Dark Souls 2, I am looking forward mainly to replaying the Crown of the Ivory King DLC. I have really fond memories of that one. The snow level. Although, when I was younger and played it for the first time, there is a part of Dark Souls 2 that I've never played, which is the Frigid Wastes, which is what I think it's called. It was too scary to me as a kid. Well, not as a kid, as a young man. Even like as a 20-something, it was too scary. Whereas now, approaching 30, I think I'm strong
I think
enough
you're
to
ready.
face it. Yeah.
I am never going to let you live down the fact that when we were playing Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye, you passed the controller to me.
Oh yeah, it's still too scary. Approaching 30, I would still pass you the controller in Echoes of the Eye. But, I think I've told you
And
before.
my strategy for dealing with the fear, which I shared, was to just simply charge headlong into the darkness.
Yeah, and also yap through it as well.
Yeah.
But
if I'm yapping when I am jump scared by things.
I have something of a fear of open spaces, and the Frigid Wastes in Crown of the Ivory King is like my worst nightmare.
dragons look sick as fuck in this game. They just are utter dog shit to actually fight.
Mm.
It's gonna take another one of those, huh? Okay. Now I think... yeah, I can hit him with Soul Ray.
Are they dragons or wyverns? Technically,
Wyvern, that one is.
yeah, this is if by traditional definitions, that's a wyvern. It doesn't have 4 legs. It has 2 legs and a set of wings.
I put the Crisp Blade. That will slightly boost my magic.
But I never told this dragon always felt much more of a set piece. Make no mistake, it is a set piece, but
Oh yeah, the same
wanna
as
get that soul,
same as the red dragon. It's
Yeah.
just I'm absolutely not going to redo this over and over again as I fail to
So
defeat
that
Alan.
soul though. You know,
Yeah.
we're out here to get demon souls.
There's a trophy for killing both dragons as well, which, you know, might as well get that.
Audrey BRB said, "Don't worry, we'll be here."
Oh, we're not going anywhere.
This is us for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna take a couple minutes just to get him to move to the next location, and then there's a very good chance I might die.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah. How's everyone's week been?
We haven't gone to sorry, Woodward, I haven't gone to Mistfall Revelation yet. I was going to play it this week, but kind of, I don't know, never had the inspiration to do it. I will play Mistfall Revelation and Mist 5 End of Ages at some point, but not this week. I've been both of us I think have been somewhat lethargic this week just because we have a vacation next week. So we've been really low energy, just realising how long it's been since our last vacation.
Yeah. I've been mostly this week playing Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Shock, shock.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
I missed my dailies today. Fuck. Just
Oh,
reminded
damn
me.
it.
It's fine. I'm on track to get the.
Yeah. I mean, if we take the Steam Deck to Center Parks with us.
We'll have to play Uru. It's on the cards to play Uru. I would like to play everything in the Duniverse.
The Dunny.
Yeah. But Dunny. Get back to Dunny.
Yeah, I mean, these dragons basically are just environmental hazards, and I feel like it's a victim of them maybe like not having enough development time to like do anything interesting with them. Does Soul Arrow do more or less damage? Less. Significantly less. Actually, I think I have a ring that can... Ring of Magical Nature increases spell memory. I don't have one that boosts spell power. But I've got one that can regenerate mana a little bit.
If anyone's getting annoyed by the sound, by the way, I can turn down the volume, so do let us know.
Oh yeah.
We're still like a quarter of the way there.
Well, he moves to another location in a
that's
second.
right.
I missed.
How are you for drink, by the way?
I'm about halfway through this one. I bet I can neck it and get a refill.
I'm still third left of mine.
This is a really funny situation. Almost better. Yeah, you're right. The one thing I will say, I don't like, in general, the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. I like the idea of going back in time and seeing what happened and being part of events as they unfurled. I think it's weirdly sterile, like the rest of Dark Souls is, which the rest of Dark Souls has a reason to be weirdly sterile, because the world is fucking ended. And yeah, I like the designs of everything and the kind of look of the place in Artorias of the Abyss. One thing I will say is that Calamite is a much more interesting dragon fight than any of the other dragon fights up to that point.
The downside is that it was then the archetype for every dragon fight for the rest of the series.
It was so good that that became what dragon fights were for the rest of the series. Wow, you really do have to get them quite low before you move on to the next location. Damn. I really hope I don't have to repeat this. I could yap about some of the other games I got in the post today. I got Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway, which is a cover shooter World War II thing that I quite like. I think it's a lot of fun. It is just, to me, like, there we go, got him to move. It is to me just like Band of Brothers, the video game, basically. I got Sonic 06, which we can potentially play on stream at some point in the future. I think that'd be fun. I'd play Sonic Adventure first.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna throw a fireball, isn't he? Yeah.
Look at him, yucking it up, having watched all that.
Fire. God damn. It's like deafening me. Crystal Lizard I'm not gonna get. Right, now I do need... Oh shit, I killed him with the Crisp Blade rather than the... Now this is where I do need to be careful. I want to also equip heavy arrows. Because I can die here. And we have to do all that all over again. Although, I may not bother.
Is Bjork making his valiant attempt?
Yeah.
As close as you can.
I think up there is where...
You need some help. Leave the flying lizard to me!
He says leave the flying lizard to me.
I mean,
not a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, where can I always forget where's a good...
It's like Sergeant Cortez, you can't look straight up.
Yeah.
Neck too thick.
I can't remember where's the best place to... I think you can shoot its leg from like somewhere down here maybe? Maybe I can get this far. I'm reluctant to go too far, obviously, because
Oh, room. Blood came out, so that's good.
we're hitting him good. Right, well, now we just,
Well, Beor is in the oven.
if we do this fast enough,
We'll save it.
yeah, he will survive.
So anyway,
Yeah, let's continue yapping. Silence.
yeah, I got nothing. I'm all yapped out.
Beor kept attacking me here for some reason. Maybe you can aggro him by accident. Thomas, I think this dragon would taste of cinnamon boiled sweets.
I think would taste like a
I think he would taste like...
you know, like a fruit twister, like a fruit roller.
Oh, well, there's like, yeah, there's like ones that come on like a roll of tape.
Yeah. With a comic on the tape.
Yeah, with a comic on the tape. Yeah. I forgot they did that. And the comics are always just like, there was a guy with a fruit for a head, and then he walked under a steamroller, and that's how he became a fruit roll-up. Origin story for the fruit roll-up guy. Oh, hi Jen. See you there, Jen Spider. Is that a little spider emote?
Oxygen in him, maybe imagine this guy tastes of nerd rope. That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh god, you know what I just suddenly had a massive craving for? Like that red licorice rope with the what is it, like fondant inside? Or the white...
Oh yeah, like the white candy inside.
Yeah. Oh, I used to get that. I used to, like, whenever I would go to the cinema with my friends, so I worked at Blockbuster, and one of my friends worked at, like, Cineworld.
Racket you've got set up there.
No, absolutely. I had a friend as well who worked at Domino's, who worked for Domino's as a delivery driver.
That's like
yeah.
all your, like,
Yeah, in uni, like, I would bring back, like, movies for rent. My friend would get, like, cheap Domino's pizzas. And then, yeah, if we ever wanted to leave the house, we'd go to Cineworld and get a discount there. Yeah, uni was pretty tight for me.
Yeah.
I also learned some stuff while I was there.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, whenever I would go to Cineworld and get, like, the, 15% discount by my friends, like, discount or whatever, I'd just get a pick and mix bag and just fill it with those red licorice ropes.
Nice.
Yeah. Nowadays I think about that and I'm like, that is eating like 15 kilograms of sugar.
Very funny that,
There's no way that's good for you.
The aim of pick and mix is you can get a bit of everything, but both of us were people that just like, there was one thing that we just want.
Yeah, I just want a bag full of cola bottles.
Fizzy cola bottles.
Yeah,
It's just like the entire bag, but like maybe a fizzy cherry, which is essentially the same as a fizzy cola bottle, but they change the flavouring slightly.
Let's just check that I am taking this guy's health down. I am. Okay, good.
Alright.
I mean, blood's coming out, which is how you know. I hope Beor hasn't died. I think I can still hear him taking damage. So.
He's only taking 13 at a time.
Oh,
thank you.
740 damage. 740 souls just got deposited. That might have been
Beor?
Beor dying.
Oh, he's changing his pattern. Does that mean Beor died?
It might be.
Where's the real one?
We'll find out after this. Yeah, he might have killed Beor while I'm taking my sweet time. used like 200 arrows so far.
Yeah, we're really ripping through our supply.
I mean, I think we're gonna be
This crosshair.
fine. Yeah, it's alright.
It's okay.
I don't really know why.
Where it actually has like lines crossing where it meets rather than just it's a space.
Yeah.
The diagonal like fading out lines, I'm not sure what they're really for.
Yeah, I don't know that they necessarily add more, and the circle as well is like the kind of quarter.
Like you could eliminate all that and just have the point
Well,
in the middle.
Yeah, honestly. Pour one out. Sticky white stuff.
It's taking like a minute to pour it all out. Like, come on. Hey.
There we go. Large flame scale demon soul. Right, let's go and
If only we
survey
had a
the
little
damage.
more Dex, we could have saved Bior alive.
Yeah, I think that's him there.
No, that was a legendary soldier.
No, I mean,
apparently.
I mean,
that there. Yeah. That's
yeah, that in the corner. Ripsy. Oh, Ring of
Oh,
Great
shit.
Strength though. Fragrant ring. I want to put on the Ring of Herculean Strength.
Missed every shot you took. It just died because it ran out of fire. Fucking dragon ran out of batteries.
Got the brushwood set. I honestly feel like this was intended to be a shortcut that you would unlock.
Yeah.
Because
It's like that door in Bloodborne. That is basically where.
yeah.
That door to Cathedral Ward. That is basically where the end of Cleric Beast is, but they just don't connect for some reason.
Yeah, you can't open it, and there's no real reason why. The remaster does put a shortcut to get past the once you've gotten up here once, you can like get back to here like a little more easily, which is I think a good change. But they don't change the fact that the dragon just sucks, and I think should have a lot less health.
By the way, speaking of a dragon overlooking a door like that, you'll never guess what's in Dark Souls 3.
Oh, no way.
At the end of Lothric, same
A dragon
area.
repeatedly
like
breathing.
the end of Lothric Castle. I do think the boss at the end of Lothric is really cool, but the area is so much of just like his Boletaria again, but more.
Thank you.
Yep.
Rip to Bior. Yeah, I think if you save him, he's like, oh, we're a dragon that up jumped salamander didn't stand a chance against us, and then he just goes to sleep, and then you can chat with him more in the Nexus, which I probably should have done before him dying, but what are you gonna do? If you don't put enough points into like Dex, your bow damage is just low, and he dies before you really get a chance to. What about? I do wonder if the incredibly high health is to softly tell you not to bother killing it. Maybe.
Probably.
However, it's such a fucking annoying obstacle to clear past.
It's not like
the one-off inconvenience of killing it. I've never the calculus of it has just always worked out for me. I feel like there should be a smarter way of killing it that is faster, but it should require you to think rather than like I don't know, just like have time to kill. And yeah, like the fact that there's a trophy for killing both dragons. And that you get a unique demon soul, although it can't be used for anything. It's like, it feels like they want you to potentially kill it, but they also haven't given you any easy way of doing that.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't bother, it's just, well, this is just a really difficult obstacle to clear every time, and you will die a lot to Alant. Like, I'm under no illusions that I'm gonna defeat Alant first time.
Anyway, here's your man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you, is it? My father is up above.
father.
Well, what's left of him anyway? He's transformed into a fiendish demon.
Fucking idiot doesn't even
I
know his
began
own
this
dad.
quest in the search for truth.
Sees a guy.
but
That
it
must be
seems I
my
was
dad.
a fool to even try. Please, kill my father. In his degenerated state, he can only bring peril to the lands. This key fits the Boletaria Mausoleum. Inside the mausoleum are my father's 2 swords, Soulbrand and Demonbrand.
My dad has 2 swords.
My
It's like a
dad lets me
playground.
have 2 swords.
Insult. My dad could be up your dad because he has two swords.
So, inside that mausoleum is only actually 1 sword.
Hasn't Alan taken the second one or?
Yes, I think Alant has the second one. Let me
King
put the
Alan.
arrows. King Alan.
Hey, I'm back.
Look who it is. Now, he has a propensity to just roll off the edge. Get my...
I can do this all day, pal.
I actually can't, because he's quite tough. And he can also attack you through your shield, because he has a magic sword. Oh, he can actually kill me. And he did do exactly that. Well, good as excuse as any to go to the mausoleum.
Again, this like image of Ostrava on loading screen is so confusing. Number 1, which one of them is Ostrava? Number 2, why does one guy look so like I know it's perspective, but why does one guy look so small compared to the other one?
Yeah. Thomas, sad Umbasa sounds. That like mini boss fight against corrupted Ostrava can either go really well where he just rolls off the edge, or yeah, he can just the rune sword and rune shield, because they do magic damage, they just attack through your guard. We want to go to Boletarian Palace.
Back in a sec.
But I still don't know how to feel about this bit. It feels like there's such a cinematic build-up here. Bior is like sacrificing himself to hold off the dragon and get through to Alant, and then Ostrava is like, hey, actually, could you go pick up a sword for me? Cheers. Yeah, I feel like this... They had a lot of ideas, and they kind of just wanted to do them all. I think the meeting Ostrava, who we find out at this point, we get it fully confirmed, he is the prince. His name is actually Ariona Alant. And that his father has gone mad, and he's lost hope. He has the kind of Sigmire thing of like, you've helped him so many times, he's fully lost confidence in his own abilities to deal with anything. Seeing his father as a demon has like, fully like made him give up. That's a cool idea. And then fighting his red phantom just before you go up to the boss fight, that's also a cool idea. But yeah, the idea with like Bior sacrificing himself to hold off the dragon, I think that would be more effective if he actually did distract the demon, distract the dragon. If he like drew the dragon off elsewhere so it wasn't a hazard for you anymore, and died in the doing of that. That would be really epic. And then it would be, if you want to save Bior, you can by like... Actually, what am I going up here for? Let's go up the other staircase. I think that would be really cool if you could go through this really tedious killing the dragon in order to save Bior as an optional thing. But the fact that it's also that, well, Bior is sacrificing himself to distract the dragon, but he's also just not distracting it because it just continues doing exactly the same thing it would be. Yeah, it doesn't change its attack patterns because he's there fighting it. So he's actually achieving nothing.
They felt like they had 2 ideas to make the Alan boss fight seem really cool, and they were like, you know what, let's just do both.
Yeah, let's just have both of these things in the run-up to them. It's
and
like,
if
well...
they were to get rid of one, I'd get rid of the Soul Brand thing in the mausoleum personally, because I think picking up a legendary sword to fight a big bad boss already happened.
Yeah,
in
they've
this
done
game.
that already.
Yeah.
And I'm spoiler alert, I'm not going to use the sword we're about
Yeah.
to obtain. I'm just doing it because it's kind of fun.
I do think fighting the old king is fun. Anyway.
I could try and cheese him out because I do
You've got to
have
get the
poison.
Finish him off.
Yeah, I have poison cloud, so I could just poison him. This guy killed me the first time I came here.
And yet.
And he may do again. No, you don't. He was trying to heal. So I think this is a very weird and fun idea that
The old king just lives in a fucking tomb.
I am the old king. Show me thine strength, and the strength of thine souls.
he's extremely strong.
He's just looking for any excuse to give you Soulbrand. He's just like, you know what? Like, he's rubbish in this first bit. Like,
Oh shit, I'm using the wrong
I'll
weapon.
just let you attack me. Oh, we're using the crystal one.
Yeah, I might have been using that against Alan, which might have been why I was doing no damage.
Oh, against Strava, you mean?
Yeah.
Any excuse to get rid of this thing, throw Soulbrand on the
Thou
ground in
dost
front of it.
well to impress one such as me, young knight.
Young knight.
I am old King Doran, and thou hast proven thine strength to me.
Some fucking strength.
Go forth and take the king's sword in thine hand.
Yeah. Demon Brand. Now, if you continue attacking him, he aggroes, and this guy is fucking crazy hard. He is wearing the Demon Soul's equivalent of the Grass Crest Shield, although it's a ring, and it gives him like super crazy regenerating stamina. Not that it matters because he has a massive stamina pool already. He's also wielding Soulbrand. So did I pick up? I picked up Demon Brand.
Demon Brand, yeah.
So Demon Brand is the sword that banishes demons. Soulbrand is the sword that banishes humans, and he's got it. It does more damage against you. He's got a massive health pool.
Like,
He does loads of damage. Yeah, he doesn't give up. And as soon as you try and heal, he goes straight fucking for you. He's a very, very hard guy to kill. You can cheese him out, which I may try and do. Whoops. So I don't think that aggroes him either. He just takes poison damage. But it takes fucking ages, so I don't know whether I can be bothered with it. I've already wasted enough time on the stream.
Yeah, you don't really want Doran.
I mean, like I don't want his armor, and the ring he gives you, or you get from him, is pretty good. Gives you like regenerating stamina. That's not going to be the thing that stops me from beating Aland, honestly.
Yeah.
So we've got Demon Brand. I'm not going to use it. Just a fun like side thing. I always go and pick it up because I want to kind of honor Astrava's last wish.
Advice.
Although I suppose we can give him his true name, Ariona. Like I think it's meant to be some kind of twist that he's the king's son, but it's like,
I mean,
it's not exactly
Father.
father. Yeah,
How could this have happened? Father!
I
Who's that
refuse
guy?
to believe this is what Father wished for our great land. I do like the name Ariona, though. I think it's very cool. I also, call me cliche, but I like the way it sounds to me slightly feminine.
Uh-huh. The Skirver dab. Bam.
The Skirvadab. But,
Hello,
He poisons you, doesn't explain, leaves. You give me a gift, I give you a gift.
have that. Want to deposit the Night Sword, Demon Brand, Compound Shortbow, Kite Shield, Night Shield, large Brushwood Shield. Oh, and the Brushwood set as well.
Yeah.
Because it's heavy as fuck.
Heavy.
There we go.
here.
I mean, it's not like hitting the equip weight cap. I want the Regenerator's Ring equipped for fighting Alan. Thanks for the sword, farts and leaves. Yeah, that's about me.
Thanks for the sword. Gives it to Stockpile Thomas. Bye-bye.
Cheers for the sword, mate. That's going in my collection.
Put it in the pile.
Put it in my glass cabinet where I keep all my anime figures. They all made the exact same sound.
Triple
Yes.
skill.
I can actually probably equip the New Moon Grass. I could just have like all flavors of grass equipped. Why not? It's not like I'm gonna cast many spells at Alan.
Yeah, he's too fast.
Yeah, honestly. Not like he gives you much chance to cast spells at him. Ow.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's you. One in the head for your trouble.
So the thing with the Adjudicator Shield is it doesn't have 100% block, so
Yeah.
that can happen to you. So I have a keyring that looks like Bridget's yo-yo, and I like the fact that her yo-yo is supposed to look like the
revolver
cylinder
cartridge.
from a revolver or
Yeah.
something. But it's very funny that it's a yo-yo because yo-yos are like split down the center where the string can be, which means the bullets are like all cut in half.
Yeah.
Because like they are on both sides of the yo-yo. Like there's the backs of the bullet and then there's the front of them. It's very funny. Full moon grass. Where I have some of that. So yeah, this is the annoying thing about getting to the boss fight is you have to fight through quite a lot of guys to get to the final boss, and then he's also quite hard.
And also the fucking lift is the...
Oh
the really
yeah, then
annoying
you've got the
part.
fucking elevator to work your way down. Yeah. I forgave them this when I first played the game because I thought it was no other game had done this to me before, where like you have a boss fight at the end of a really quite difficult gauntlet of enemies. And a lot of boss fights do that to you in this game. I think I'm less forgiving of it now that they've just done that many, many more times. And also having experienced Neo, a game that very frequently puts its hardest boss fights, like the place you spawn is just right outside the boss fight. So you can try it as many times as you want very quickly. Like, I do like the way Demon Souls has you, like, farm for grass as your healing item. It doesn't just give you unlimited of it. I do like that makes you sort of, like, go and take some time away from a boss fight. To kind of, like, you know, reflect on your strategy and maybe just give you a bit of a break from it. I think when I'm playing like ladder matches in fighting games, sometimes just taking a little bit of a break is good, and it's what you need. I wonder if I can just fucking run away from this guy. Yes. Wow. I don't know what he's finding so funny. Ow. These fat officials are some of the most intimidating enemies in the game to me because I think they've killed me a lot of times as I'm like just rushing to the boss fight. Dark Souls 2 despawning enemies if you kill them enough was great. Sometimes games need to realise that you get it and just want to move on. Yes, I think that is it's an interesting thing that, like, again, they haven't tried subsequently in the other games as far as I know. And yeah, I think just, although I do think that letting you just repeatedly smash your head against a wall is something that Neo, like, it's good and bad. Like, it's good in that you don't have to repeatedly sort of like suffer through the same really difficult gauntlet to get to the boss, but it does mean that you get to fight the boss 15 times in a row within the space of as many minutes, which can lead to a sort of fatigue. Let's see if I can get him to like roll off the edge.
I think with the Dark Souls 2 despawning, like, I can't remember, to me it felt like either not enough tries it took to make them despawn, or like, it felt weird, like, how many tries it took to make enemies despawn. Like, I think you had to, like, kill an enemy 15 times before they'd stop spawning. I don't remember, it felt like a lot. Which felt like it should be maybe less if the idea was like, I think once you tried an area 10 times and killed the enemy every time, you got it with that enemy.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, like, letting you just go, right, I know what I want to do now, I do like it when games trust you to make your own decisions about things, and going like, look, if you really want to bash your head against this 500 times in a row, go for it. Yeah. But you're going to have a bad time. I do like that about Neo. It does sort of let you do that if you want to, but at the same time, I think it can lead to you having very negative gameplay experiences.
I mean, in Dark Souls 2, you also have the option, there's a Covenant, I think, the Covenant of Champions, that turns off the spawning thing.
But I'm definitely someone who prefers when a game like this encourages me not to just bash my head against a wall over and over. Yeah, I think I definitely feel like it's good that the game sometimes, like, pushes you to go, go and take a minute. But I also wish that I was in control of that decision, not the game necessarily. I think there's a balance to be struck between the game sort of enforcing it on you and being mature enough to go, I'm not in the space to do this right now. I should go and... Oh shit, I took too long.
No.
Fuck.
Right, more time to yap while we're...
I think that has happened to me before. I think it happened to me last time I was playing the remake. Love these elevator crank guys. Yeah, I also completely pointless attention to detail, but like, what powers this elevator? There's a bunch of guys just turning the wheels. Where are they? We're nearly at the bottom. Wait, where are they? They're supposed to be here, right?
Did you despawn when you come back down?
Yeah, have they all despawned? What the fuck?
Funny.
That's extremely weird. They're not someone you just see on the way up, are they?
No, in the chat people are saying they despawned.
Rip to the lift, boys.
No.
They despawned. What the fuck? That's... I mean, in a way, I'm sort of in awe that, like, the game is doing that as a way to save resources. But on the other hand, I'm like, what? Come on, they can't be that. They can't have been taking up that much memory. Right. Time. Prepare to die.
King Alan. This was definitely the boss I had the most trouble with when I played Demon Souls.
I mean, yeah, he is the hardest boss in the game.
And man-eaters fairly easily, but this guy took me, like, I got annoyed.
Yeah. Especially given that he can de-level you and then force you to go and, like, farm up the souls to get back to where you were.
Yeah.
Hands on screen, he's the true king of drip. Yeah, oh yeah, I love his armor set.
Ceremonial.
This
uniform.
music as well. We're doing fucking no damage to him. Great. Oh, I should run up and hit him, actually.
Right, knock him out of it.
Yeah, you can. He...
He's got like a JoJo walk up to you.
Yeah. Ha.
Show you.
Right. Ouch. Ouch. Ow. The thing I'm really not looking forward to is the grab, which he will try and do on me at some point. I love the way the souls, like, wafting off him look like wings.
Yeah. Peach talked about it before, his aura in the shape of wings.
Ooh. Grass. There's a ton of like punish opportunities I'm missing here, but I'm taking him very
patiently.
Very
I
patiently.
think I was very non-patient with him, so I did just get annoyed at Rock trying to punish me when I tried to punish him.
Like, I should not have gone for that.
Oh my god, is that the very first Souls guy is about to swing his sword, but he doesn't when you think he does, then he walls for a second, and then he swings!
Yeah.
Sorry, waits for a second, I said walls for a second.
Walls for a second. I mean, they knew what they were doing right from this game, and I think the crazy delays have just become a thing of like, well, the players know that he delays his attack, so you got to delay it a little bit longer than they're expecting. And now players know that they'll delay it a little longer than you're expecting.
I forget the name of the boss. It's like whatever the name of the boss is in Elden Ring. That's the lady with the golden arm. That everyone is like, oh, this is the really really hard boss in the game. But her attack, where she just hangs in the air with a sword swing, is obscene. Like, just hangs and then hangs and then hangs and then hangs a little more and then bam. It's
I mean, I already think that
Melania, thank you.
I already think that the guy who's like got a big demon arm, it's like Godric or something. I remember.
Sure.
I remember watching someone like upload a video on Twitter of like, oh, the boss fights in Demon Souls in Elden Ring are so peak. Like, oh my god, this is so good. And it was them fighting that boss fight and like taking no damage and like parrying him or whatever and like blocking through his crazy delay, and I was like, this just looks stupid. This doesn't look like if you're not fighting the boss, the way he delays his attacks in the air just looks like he's fucking flying. It's dumb. It doesn't look like cool or epic.
When people say the boss fights are peak, I mean the attacks have never lingered longer than in this one.
Yeah, and it's fine for the boss not to look cool from the outside. You know, all it matters is that it feels cool while you're fighting it. But like, I was just like, I don't know, like watching it from the outside, I was like, it's very clear to me that what's going on here is that he's just delaying his attack like crazy because that's what will catch players out.
Like, I'm not a big believer in immersion as a wholly positive thing in games, but it is just to the point of being immersion breaking when a boss just holds their attack so long that it's like trying to catch me, a person who's played every game before this, of being like, well, we've had you think the attack's going to go off here in the last game, so we're going to hold it a bit longer because you played that game.
Get a lot of souls for this.
Yeah. In case you got D-leveled.
All the motherfuckers in that game are called Godric.
There are a lot of people called God something or God this, God that, Godfrey, Godric, God Mary.
Going from Elden Ring directly into Monster Hunter World was really eye-opening to the degree of animation choreography can really elevate the feeling of a fight. That's a very interesting, like, I got into Monster Hunter very briefly for the first time around the same time that Dark Souls came out, and people were making that comparison of like, you know, oh, you need to like time your dodges and you're blocking and you're against these huge monsters which can like just absolutely ruin you in a couple hits. Yeah, here they are. Weird that they despawned.
Even their machinery despawned.
Yeah.
I guess they're probably part of the machinery in terms of the modelling in game.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's great the way like animations can like really give the feel of like a weighty like desperate boss fight. But the way that animations work in a lot of the later Souls games just feel like... I mean, one of the things I don't like about fight... Like, I think Dark Souls 2 got a lot of flack for like, oh, every boss is just a big guy with a sword or a big guy with a big weapon, guy in armor with a big weapon. At least with humanoid enemies, you can kind of like read their body language a little bit, and it's one of the strengths of Monster Hunter is that even though none of the enemies are humanoid, you can still sort of read intention and like what they're trying to do into their like movements. Right. I wonder whether to go and get my souls again. Oh, there they are.
No, don't do it. Nice.
That's his D-level grab.
Like, when did we get into Monster Hunter Rise? I'm thinking of when it was relative to me playing Elden Ring. Probably replayed Monster Hunter Rise before I played Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
I maybe came back to play Sunbreak after I played Elden Ring.
No, don't D-level me.
But like, yeah, in Monster Hunter, a monster looks like it's about to attack and then it attacks, and it's just like, I don't know.
Too far away from that.
Call it simpler than the Elden Ring formula, but it's more satisfying in the Elden Ring formula as well. You can read an attack's about to happen. You can read, I'm about to get punished for like attacking when he's winding up. Rather than the Elden Ring formula where it's like, I don't know, I'm living in the land of mystery. I don't know when this attack's going to come out.
I had him like in an AI loop there, I think.
Yeah, memory leak his ass.
Hey, I'm not above it.
Yeah.
Ouch. Right, be very careful with healing now. Ouch. Oh my god.
Buddy.
Damn. So sorry, this might be... We're at 3 hours. This is usually where I call the stream.
Break point usually, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but there's basically not much game left after this, so...
Yeah,
we're at a point where if we end the stream before doing this, then it's...
The next stream will be just purely this boss fight.
Then the end of the game, and then Tokyo Jungle as first.
Tokyo Jungle, or maybe Sonic Adventure. Well, I could like...
We've got to do Adventure first.
Yeah, we've got to play Sonic Adventure first. Yeah, so I will now take... Oh, Woodaba, I think you've played it, and I meant to ask you this while we were playing Granblue earlier. Is Tales of Berseria good? Because I have it, and I want to know whether I should play it on stream. Like, would it make a streamable game? I know that it is basically just Berserk. That's all I really know. It's good, but it's an incredibly long game.
That was my thinking when you said, oh, maybe I could stream Tales of Berseria. I was like, isn't that going to be like 15 streams?
Yeah, it could be.
Lucky,
I don't really know how long it is, so maybe I will not stream it then. So the next game series I stream could be Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and then into Sonic 06.
Woo! Shadow the Hedgehog.
And I'll take the piss out of it while I'm playing it, and it'll get really viral.
Whoa.
I honestly, I like Sonic 06. I think people are unduly harsh to it because the Game Grumps were, in order to like do their whole thing of being like, oh, this game's really crap and silly.
I haven't played it, but
I will say, it's very clearly an unfinished game, and I think that's part of why I am perhaps undeservedly charitable to it.
I haven't played it, but I know that people online say that Shadow the Hedgehog is bad, and I like that game. So therefore,
yeah,
Cogito ergo sum, Sonic 06 must also be good.
Perchance.
Yeah, perchance.
Why is this guy doing so much damage to me? people hated 06 way before the Game Grumps. I feel maybe they did. I feel like it really kicked off. I played it and I thought it was just like I think I was disappointed by it because I was just like, this is just not finished. I like the first level or the one that was in the demo was like, oh, this is really fun, and then you play the rest of the game and you're like, oh, they didn't finish this. There's a lot of like stuff they're trying to do with this that just is really ropey and not like, I don't know. I
think what I was going to say is that there were people who played it who didn't like it, who, you know, fair enough, if you don't like the game, hate on it as you will. But the Game Grumps turned it into a game for people who hadn't played it to hate it.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I think they that's definitely true. In that, like, it appears to be a mobile. Oh, I've already activated.
Excuse me, it's moving to my eyes, my good gamer.
People played it non-stop and genuinely went a bit mad from sleep deprivation. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of priming them to dislike it, is if you play it non-stop. But I thought, like, it was fine. I was just like, I think people, because Sonic was such a prestigious brand at one point, people expect a level of, like, polish and finish from Sonic games, which few of them have really obtained since, like, Sonic and Knuckles. And that, you know, I like Sonic Adventure, and I really like Sonic Adventure 2. But I think people, like, expect more from Sonic games than they are necessarily capable of delivering.
Well, yeah, not to distract you from the boss fight, but I think it's because it exists within the thinking space of, like, Sega does what Nintendo, where the reason that people expect stuff from Sonic that it never even, like, just from the content of the games, like, suggested it would deliver is because it exists alongside Mario.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're a victim of their own marketing in some sense.
Sega marketed Sonic as better Mario. So therefore they're kind of reaping what they're sowing by later years, people going, well, Mario's better than Sonic Adventure. Like, you know, I like Mario 64 more than Sonic Adventure, or I like Mario Sunshine more than Sonic 06, or what have you. But still, it's kind of like well, they're different games.
It feels like you can get quite a few cheap hits on him when he goes to do his big charge spell. Oh shit, that does a lot of stamina damage. Feels like if you shoot him, he goes for it again. Ow. Alright, if I back off, will he charge up his spell again? Yes, he will. This is how I win. I mean, I'm doing basically no damage to him, so. Should be going in to do a combo on him. Don't get greedy. Go on, charge up your spell. That's not it. No. Right, run away. And heal. Oh!
Say, I think that attack is ludicrous using more away.
I don't think you can make him bleed, unfortunately.
On your ass. Stacking it like. Yes!
Yes!
Boldness rewarded. Mbasa, baby.
Mbassa's in chat. The demon was destroyed. You've regained your body. Bring more souls, Slayer of Demons. He was looking at
Just, you know.
pretty nice
Fucking
skybox,
great,
I think.
Kyoto skybox. The big soup bowl.
False King. What?
Are you kidding me on?
False King?
It was really hard. How can it be false?
No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Gastrap, would you still love him if he was a slug? Ellie used the cheer thing to highlight the message. Umbasa. I should set up more rewards for like cheering and bits and stuff. The beach episode, looking upon my kingdom while say on my no texture throne. Well, sat on my no texture throne. 126,000 souls.
Hark, I hear voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its land.
I wanted to talk to.
Yeah, I wanna. You can go back up.
Yeah.
I can't find it anymore, which saddens me, but there's a video on Twitter of someone comparing "How could you destroy my precious demon" line in the OG and the remake, and it's so funny. Ooh, I need to go and check that out. I can't remember.
I can't find it, so I do remember seeing that.
I mean, I just need to go and
rubbish the new version.
I can just go and look at the new version.
It, yeah.
Yeah, I can remake it. I can get those sweet
dropping
views on
boys.
YouTube. My YouTube channel, which is backups of the stream.
If they added the fucking Old One's beach as an area in Fortnite.
Imagine if they fucking added some dots. Imagine if they put Ostrava in the fluted set into Fortnite. One of the coolest areas in any video game. I love it so much. Yeah, yes, I think the Old One also looks really cool. I like that he's got all these things stuck into his back, which are very abstract and weird, but kind of look like swords. It's not clear whether this is literally just the area underneath the Nexus, or whether this is some kind of like, liminal space.
I love, in Old One's design, I love that his entire like outer layer seems to be just blasted back from this great maw,
Yeah, and he's just a giant like tree. Yeah, I think this is an incredible this is an incredible way to end the game. The way it distends out as well, like each segment sort of almost like it's like stretching and distorting. Good night, Sin. We're about to finish the game anyway.
First, we're going to chat with.
But first, I want to go
the
and
two factions, r/atheism and
r/atheism and
the Catholic Church.
Yeah, this area is so cool. There's nothing really to see here, but it's a very like. It's like
Sorry, telling the ancient god of magic, come on, be good, and it obeys service top goals.
I think this area is that area is cool for the same reason that Ash Lake is cool as well. Yeah. It's very sort of like
very like what do you call it?
You think of the word. I like that. Yeah, you speak to the man of.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I think you speak to the man of God now, and.
Oh, is that you again? Do you have further? From where does that howl come? That is no demon. It sounds more like a poor, hungry child. Do you have any idea what it might be? Something about it puts me at great unease. May God watch over us, bless us, and all of Boletaria. M'Bassa.
M'Bassa.
It's a quick one.
Yes, I see. But you...
Yeah, I love how unnerved he is at hearing the old one.
Does Yuria have anything to say about the old one? Or
she might do.
Talk about spells and shit.
We can certainly have a chat with her.
We didn't talk to the other
Hello
magicians
again.
about Yuria.
You saved me from
we
great
will
agony. I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks. If you wish, however, I can teach you magic in trade for demon souls. But my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions. Why not try the magic of Great Sage Frake? Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor me to assist one such as you, but... Are you sure? Once, I lusted after the power offered by demon souls. I ventured through the fissure into Boletaria, but became trapped in the Nexus. Then the King's executioner Meralda chained me up inside that tower. My thirst for demon souls is no more.
Me
On the
after
contrary,
playing the Blue Point remake, but I'm done.
I find such power dangerous.
Yeah, she can give us some unique spells. Ignite, just big explosion. Firestorm from Dragon God. I think that's just like your lava pillars
like
from...
Put down and then a bunch of pillars come out.
Curse weapon. Strengthens... Soul Thirst. Slaying enemies yields more souls when in effect. And Relief. Fully recover another by touching them. Though Astraea is the most impure demon of all, her works are equal to those of divine beings.
I owe my life to you. If you're ever in need of witchcraft, speak to me. It is a dark art, but it is all that I can offer.
I love how apologetic she is about her magic. Like, these two are fucking assholes about her.
What is it? Are you still begging for magic lessons?
I mean, in general,
so be it. Better than having you bothers.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Sage Frake, do not. He is on the verge. He is on the verge.
Oh, he won't talk about Yuria. Maybe Frake will talk about Yuria.
He might just talk about the opening up of the Nexus.
So I think Dragon God, Fireball. It's a really powerful, but it's not as good as Lava.
Firestorm,
I think.
You know.
Light weapon greatly strengthens. So I've forgotten what the difference between light and curse weapon is.
No, it's not going to be faith-based, it's Frake's thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Death Cloud, generates a cloud of plague. I think that maybe, yeah, that's better than heal,
Relief.
and it's good for killing Old King
Doran.
Doran if you want to. No, we're not. And yeah, Old Monk,
Let's get his orbs.
Soul Arrow, homing Soul Arrow. Why not?
Why? You have defeated all the demons, have you not? This ghastly howl.
This ghastly howl.
The Monumental has spoken of it before.
Does the Monumental say about the
I don't know. No, actually, should we go and check with the Monumental?
No, why not? We're not that far over time anyway.
Right to banish the Old One. And I now have the answer. And it is a resounding no.
Listen closely. The Old One.
Listen closely. This is
be
great.
cut off
We
from
want
us.
more of this.
Yeah, what's happening right now?
This tries to entrap it. Kill her. Then absorb the souls of the Old One for yourself. The Old One is an unfathomable deposit of energy. It contains all the souls collected by the demons. You will gain the power of a king, and I will gain knowledge from beyond. And that, my dear
I
friend,
can't create like a poll
the
in
righteous
chat for which end should we go
You
for.
must not allow
I think I'm going to go
trifling
for
matters to dissuade you.
Seal the Old One. Leave it be.
Demon souls shall be ours.
I mean, Frake is a bit of a...
If truth be told, that woman has been tainted by demons herself. She would thank you in her death for relieving her agony.
Yeah, I like Frake, but I think
I
this
just
is
noticed
pretty
the
fucked up.
Comma, the visionary line on his title
Sage
card
Frake,
there.
the Visionary.
If truth be told.
Oh, he won't talk about Uria. Yeah, we should have maybe come and spoken to them before. But whatever.
Would have voted for the mischievous ending. The hair.
Do the mischievous ending, the hair ending,
colon-free ending.
the colon-3 ending. And look, he made it to the end.
At all, really. But
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I don't want to.
still
He'll go
here.
crazy.
Thank goodness, I was what? How do you do it? I can't imagine what it takes to slay a demon. If only I could assist in this fight.
I've never seen the crestfallen warrior make it this far.
Indeed.
Yeah, you just never speak to him, and he's fine.
I can forge.
Do you have anything to
Died
say?
of yapping.
Back in my younger years, I had the strength of an ox. The miners would always ask me to clear out the bear bugs, which I pummeled with my bare hands.
Hell yeah, dude.
But even I couldn't beat them.
Oh.
Well,
But I was rubbish. Right.
No interest, I can tell you.
You're not gonna last long, mate.
Mate, we're about to see the credits. Give me a fucking a monumental? Never mind.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. Look it up for yourself if you're interested.
Well, I can always go back. What?
Oh, I guess you have to teleport there. Wait. Can you? Hold the fort.
Yeah, I think maybe you like when you get to the edge of the arena, you can like interact to go down there.
Oh.
Let's go and speak to the Monumental. Let's see what he has to say.
He was right. You didn't last long at all. Yeah, he had you on there.
You didn't last long.
It's the Archstone. Oh, you can get it from the Archstone.
Oh, okay.
Just in front of the hole. Okay. I mean, we've never come back to the Nexus after getting down there, so.
I have done a few times, but yeah,
You
I
have?
thought I can't. I think I may make this mistake. I mean, I've done it so few times that I think I may have made that mistake every time. So if you carry on up there, there's an area that you can't get to anymore, which is like got records for like who's killed the most demons and stuff. It's like a PvP thing. But
You have destroyed all of the demons.
Alright.
You soon shall hear the call of the Old One. Then the Candle Maiden shall guide you below the Nexus, where the Old One awaits. She will lull the Old One back to slumber. That is, after all, her purpose.
her purpose.
That it? I mean, just
You have destroyed. You that.
give you a
that.
tutorial on what to do next to get
Yeah.
the endings.
I mean, he may as well may as well just say, "What you doing up here? Go fucking complete the game, you nerd."
What are you talking to me for?
Yeah. Yeah, I must have just I like completely ran past the Archstone.
Oh yeah.
Moved to below the Nexus.
Verdab. Let's go Verdab. Right, here we go.
Time to get Vord.
Excuse me. Just walk right past the maiden.
I can chat with her.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
Below?
I mean, it's kind of in front, but sure.
Sure.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Shalt thou seek everlasting demon souls? Okay, that's naive, monumental.
It's funny
Whatever
that
your choice.
Colin kind of has the voice of like Vinnie Reinsource this like voice filter.
Yeah, or like a fucking like Looney Tunes character when they're underwater.
Yeah.
Surely you have seen for yourself pain, suffering that fills this world. But fight poison with poison. God is merciful. And so created the Old
Yeah, like Beach said, the chicken nuggets voice. Oh, chicken nuggets.
Tragic realm of existence.
You're right there, mate. Is there someone I can call?
How your email finds me. I love how he has such a large health pool as well. Like,
yeah,
it's not even quick.
He can kill you. Like he does do damage, as you just saw.
Yeah, what did dog do? Okay, make it as painful as possible.
I don't think he can be poisoned.
Damn. How fucked he is. He can't even be poisoned anymore.
You fool. Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
What does Alan taste like? There's a quick last one. Both forms, false and true.
I think Allant tastes like.
I think false form, Kendall mint cake.
Ooh, yeah, no, that, yeah, totally agree. I think this form tastes like seaweed, but not like, not like
nori, like dried, but like wet.
Yeah.
Like a wakame salad.
And there we go, Soul Brand.
Woo! Tastes like being British feels. Still, it's not that bad. I mean, Gashraf would know. I mean, but still. Sorry, Gashraf, for outing you as British.
Go back above.
The worst crime.
Yeah.
The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer.
Sorry.
Wow.
I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Yeah, you can kill her here, and you get the ability to invade players. All right, and you get a unique soul. I think we're leaving.
Being a goodie.
At last, my duty is fulfilled.
Don't thank me yet. No, we're leaving.
Okay.
Lucy, the strange blue man, is going to leave.
Yeah,
Leave her in
honourable
peace.
man.
Backstab opportunity.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts.
Frake is gonna
The souls
be
lost
livid.
during the pandemonium
No!
were never retrieved.
Fucking punching a hole in the drywall of the
And
Nexus.
today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together.
I want you all to know the
A
PlayStation
brave
3
new
controller has been
hero
vibrating since
of
this
unprecedented
cutscene began. The only Souls game with a happy ending. I don't know how much
It's a
of a happy ending.
temporary, like.
Yeah, I mean,
deal.
you just become another monumental, but you get the feeling this is going to happen again because the old one is going to
The
repeatedly.
good credit song.
Yes, so this song is great, and I always thought this is like the lullaby that the Maiden in Black is singing to the old one to send it back to sleep. The Once Royal Mistress sings this in the Bluepoint remaster in Latria, which makes no fucking sense. It's a quite nice, like slightly uneasy, but mostly quite calming song, I think. No reason for her to be singing it in Latria.
I like her just singing two notes. I
Yeah,
think
singing
it's
two
more
weird notes.
unnerving.
And yeah, you not knowing whether it's like diegetic or not.
Including the concept arts of the bosses in the credits, I'm like, I think a black screen would have been maybe better.
I don't know, you've been seeing these throughout the whole game, so I don't mind them showing them off again. But yeah, I think both of the endings of this aren't that happy. Although
this ending is as happy as relinking the fire.
Yeah, they're more positive than the Dark Souls endings, I think. Whereas this is like relinking the fire, where okay, this is gonna happen again, but at least the world gets to go on more or less as normal for a little while. Whereas killing the old one, you basically become the old one, and you have a thirst for demon souls that like is going to just consume the world and destroy it.
There's those two dragons, remember them?
Yeah. Silk, I really want the king's coat. Yeah, a lance coat is pretty good. Bring back those like coats with shoulder tassels.
As a retrospective,
the Fool's Idol. I love Fool's Idol. Look how cool she looks. She looks so fucking evil in the Bluepoint version. It makes no sense.
I already know, but favorite area and favorite boss.
In this game, my favorite area is Latria. I would say my favorite boss is probably Astraea. I do like Fool's Idol as well, actually.
I think it's basically the same for me. Tower of Latria, like Latria 1, I think it's just... I love it.
Yeah, I like the way Latria... Like, if Valley of Defilement embodies a sort of, like, a natural evil in that, like, you know, nature, the swamp is sort of, like, has fully, like, overtaken humanity there. Latria embodies, like,
the
human
evil,
man-made evil. The evil that man does to one another. Imprisoning, torturing, experimenting.
Dirty Colossus, what an icon.
Dirty Colossus.
Garl Vinland.
Fool's Idol and her baguette. Yeah. I want to know where the eye holes are supposed to be on Garl Vinland's set. Is it...
It's there, he's just got weird eyes. He's
like long, like those
he's got
long...
perpetually
sort of like,
sad eyes.
Yeah. Adjudicator is another...
Yeah,
I do like Shrine of
icon.
Storms. I think that's a very cool area. I both like and dislike the way they made it perpetually rainy in the remake. I think that was a kind of a cool idea, but it wears thin pretty fast. That's why he stands there just turtling with a shield. He can't see shit. Yeah, he only attacks you when you get close to him because he's like, right, I know you're in front of me now.
I can feel the vibration of your footsteps. Yeah.
You must be standing somewhere in front of me. I'll just flatten the area with my big hammer.
There's your one.
Sony Computer Entertainment. Wonder what happened to them.
I didn't even kill her. What the hell? Don't even get your chance to take on Vanguard again.
No. I mean, it would be a bit of a stomp.
You say that. He's got a fierce axe.
He's not that tough. He is just the same boss as Vanguard, and although all the bosses and all the enemies get like a health and damage buff in New Game Plus, Vanguard still isn't that tough, I don't think.
Seasoning you with some salt there.
We should have put the Ski President's quote about this game at the end there. This is crap. This is an unbelievably bad video game.
This is crap. I don't know why I like it.
Thou canst not exit the Nexus with each of the 5
Just like imagining Awesome. I was like, this is a lot of shit, you know that?
This is a lot of shit. Yeah, New Game Plus, baby! Woo! We can't actually level up with all these souls we have until we've defeated Phalanx.
Yeah. Right, anyway, good game.
Yeah, good game. Don't play the Blue Point remaster. It sucks.
Yeah, buy a PS3.
Remaster. I keep calling it remaster, remake. It is just fully remade. Buy a PS3 and play this.
I call the PS4 the Bloodborne machine. The PS3 is the Tokyo Jungle machine, but it also has Demon Souls.
It also is the Demon Souls machine. The PlayStation 5 is like the nothing machine.
Yeah, the PS4 machine.
Yeah. Well, I say that. Like, I do have a fairly decent library of like games on PS5. I don't know how many exclusive PS5 titles I have, but I think that is in the modern age, that is an unfair metric to judge consoles by, when consoles have basically just become like mini PCs anyway, which is something I don't like about them. But when are you one-broing Dark Souls 1? Fucking never.
That's one for the Pepsi Dog takeover.
CRPGs. I don't like the cult of like, challenge runs that later Souls games spawned. Here's my ironclad rule. I don't like any of the Souls games with a number in the title.
I think the one bro run of Dark Souls is just comfy to me because I like the build that you end up with, which is a Pyromancer build with like a spiky club. I like Pyromancer stuff in the first one, so it's like fine by me,
Yeah, I do like that Dark Souls has support for like, well, if you don't want to level up at all, you can just put points into Pyromancy and you can do your damage via lightning or fire damage, or like chaos damage, which is like Scales of Humanity. I probably won't be playing Dark Souls either. I mean, maybe if there's demand for it, if enough people DM me and say play Dark Souls, I'll play that on stream. Although
it'll mostly be like Remember in Demon Souls.
Yeah, I'll mostly just be going like, this is was cool when they did it in Demon Souls, huh? I will never one bro because I don't want to be called a bro. Yeah. I just don't want to take part in that sort of like.
The culture is bad. Like,
yeah. This like self-flagellating and self-fellating at the same time. Sort of like, I've done something that's really tough. It's like, well, good for you. Like, I don't find the game that fun to play that way. So, I need to figure out what we're gonna play.
Probably Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, it could be Sonic Adventure. I might put it to a poll on Twitter at some point this week.
What else do we have on the cards, really?
The Sonic Adventure.
Time Splitters.
Time Splitters is a possibility.
Probably 3.
Just probably Time Splitters Future Perfect.
Yeah.
Could play King's Field. I'm not that drawn to it, I have to say. Time Splitters, there's a vote for that. I could play something like Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you play Full Body or the original? The original is the more pure product.
Original, I think, is the better.
Message.
Yeah. I like Catherine Full Body, but it's only because it is basically like a fan fiction written by me and for me. So I like it, but I can't in good conscience say it's the better of the versions of the game. Deadly Premonition. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a bunch of games installed on the PlayStation 3. Oblivion. Oh, I could play Mega Man Legends.
Oh, Mega Man Legends is very fun.
Quite good.
Yeah.
We played all these. I could move on to Shadow of the Colossus. I never did play that on stream.
Okami was also on the cards.
Okami, that's also on the cards. Full playthrough of Tokyo Jungle Story Mode.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I don't even like the story mode compared to the arcade mode.
Yeah,
the
no, I
arcade
don't
mode
either.
is way more fun.
Sonic the Fighters.
What the fuck?
Sonic fighting game. Very weird. Yeah.
Why is Crazy Taxi in the Sonic folder?
It's the Sega
folder.
folder.
Okay. Sorry, I just read it as Sonic.
Nights into Dreams. Jet Set Radio. Sonic Adventure. Omicron the Nomad Soul. Can't believe the PS3 really did have games in the end. Freaks my nut to this day. Freaks my nut. Future Cop LAPD. I loved it a lot as well. I also fucking love that there's a 2-player like PvP mode where you like destroy objectives in the map and then use that to send creeps towards the enemy base, which like destroying enemy creeps gives you more points, which you can use to send your own creeps. In the the 2-player like PvP mode of that is insane. I like it a lot.
It's basically a proto MOBA.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
If there ever is a real Pepsi Dog takeover stream, it'll be fucking Poi Poi 2. Straight in. Poi Poi 2 story mode.
I could play Silent Bomber.
Silent Bomber is good, yeah.
Yeah. I don't quite know how we'd swing that one with the streaming setup. Can we run it through the splitter and capture card?
Yeah, technically.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Silent Bomber is very good, yes. Binary Domain.
Shelf now.
Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire.
Yeah.
That's a fairly good game. I do like how that game is like, what if Darkest Dungeon, but it was Gundam?
Yeah.
And that you've got to like manage the mental state of all your soldiers, and if any of your comrades die on a mission, like everyone's mental takes like a massive hit for like the next like month. Because that's all it takes to get over someone dying. Yeah, I'll probably put up a poll at some point on Twitter as to what to play next. Thank you immensely for sticking with us till the end of this.
Could be the first people to play Lost Planet 2 co-op since 2012. You do love Lost Planet.
Ooh, yeah, I could do. Yeah, I'd like Lost Planet 2 co-op. I like Lost Planet 2 in general. So yeah, I will now be taking suggestions for games to play next, and if anyone wants to face me in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising whilst I'm somewhat drunk, then let's do it. Let's throw down.
Later.
GG. See ya.